New Year, chat. Oh, man.
I don't even break a sweat. Oh.
Better reduce that volume. Okay, that was lucky. Good morning, Magic. How are you doing? Oh man, if I seem low energy, it's because I was streaming for like 17 hours last night. Did you see The Outer Wilds, the game that I was playing? So it would seem. Well, Outer Wilds ended up being pretty good. If you don't know anything about it, I shouldn't tell you anything about it in case you do play it. That's how good it is. Your readings, Fuyum? How are you doing this 2022 day? First 2022 day. It is a good endorsement. If you look at the ratings on Steam for the game Magic, they are overwhelmingly positive. The game has been out since 2019, and it still rocks a crazy rating. I am the best player. William, you're still drunk? Are you trying to combat a hangover? You just want to prevent getting a hangover, so you just stay drunk? Because that, I believe, is the actual counter to a hangover. Not even joking. You're staying drunk, never getting, like, you know... Yes. Oh, that was two guys. Thank you very much. I actually hit that last night playing Outer Wilds. I called it The Outer Wilds. It's actually not The Outer Wilds. The entire title is Outer Wilds. The whole reason why I even played it is because of my new feature to redeem points to play different video games. One of my followers named Splatacake, he's been here with us for a while, was like, Outer Wilds. I'm like, no, I don't own that game. And he like redeemed it 2 times. He's like, Outer Wilds. I'm like, I looked, and it's not as though it was like a poorly rated video game. So I'm like, okay, well, it's rated really, really, really high. But that's right, chat. Channel rewards are live. You can do all sorts of stuff with all those points you've earned from watching me for as long as you have. Never do Steel Cradle chat unless you're doing it specifically to complete your daily. Or your weekly. In this case, I'm doing it to complete my weekly. That's the reason I'm not even using a real raid build. I'm using this to practice my point shooting. I think I like this build better before it had this much armor on it. It moves so slowly. Welly's Brain, welcome to the chat. Happy New Year. It's perfect. Look at this. It lets you know where the scorpion is pointing. It's like you're looking down the barrel of a firearm. You don't want to. You can't rag on that, Fuyum. It's perfect. This build has me triggered. Whoa, that dude's build looks slick. Didn't say it was good, chat. Looks slick. This build accelerates my pulse. These are puns, chat. They're pretty good. How did I flip? The big 4, chat. That dude's weapon had 4 hit points because I got the Peacemaker achievement from that. I124, Happy New Year, man. Welcome to the new year. We made it out of 2021. A lot of, like, for, you know, a while, it was touch and go for everyone, I'm sure. There we go. Let's see if there's a seasonal I haven't done. Nope. Badge exchange. Nope. Technically, I could do the adventure crap or whatever the crap, but I won't be doing that. Okay. It lost. That's not good. Destroyed 3 guys, but only did 8k damage. Weird. Good morning, Splattercake. If it isn't the guy who made me play the game. How are you awake? That's impressive stuff. What's I gonna do? Right, I remember now. I was working towards making the wheels because I have no choice but to make these tracks. Need a mace, which is a sledge and a spit. Lupara Carjack. Lupara Aviator. Here's your Luparas. There's your Aviator. There's your Carjack.
Hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I wanted to go back to the old days. Because I miss you. And I just thought of you.
There we go. So we're beginning towards crafting that thing that I swore I would craft for that guy. Which is small tracks. This will be one of, I don't know, I think we need at least 6 small tracks, so one of 3 builds. So I need to do this again and again.
The idea of you listening to this. The thought of you on the other side of the line. I can't hang up.
So all of that's crafting.
I don't want this to end. Not again.
And this is what I'm using to craft the mace, right? And then I need another hardcore and another buzzsaw. Oof. Crafting these things is going to take a lot of scrap, chat. But I'm unfortunately scrap capped. How many batteries do I... Or wires. So don't even remember, I haven't had to fight for wires in so long. Ooh, 2,200, that's running low. Actually, I have more, I have half batteries than I do wires. Getting there on electronics. We've got, ooh, the aspects are here today. Someone was asking me the other day about aspects. They're a phenomenal point weapon. Point and click. You have 2 hours to fuse them. Good luck, chat. There it is, chat. There it is. I was just thinking, any build that you decide to make that is a Nova hover, could possibly, not necessarily do well, but possibly be also a photon, not photon. Yeah, photon hover. Not necessarily good, but you'd get that, you know, energy boost if you were using pure energy weapon. Anything could happen, chat. Is that a kaiju? That's a kaiju. Alright. We're going after Zach Zeller. Surprise, Claudia. What do I think of Outer Wilds? I was actually telling Magic about Outer Wilds a moment ago. That it was a really, really good game, and I did not spoil anything to Magic because Magic was not here on the stream at any time. So in case Magic wanted to purchase, Magic being Magic TD, if Magic was ever to attempt to purchase the game, wouldn't want it ruined for him. Chase me down, my friend. This is a nice, casual good morning to you. GG. And by the by, for everyone who doesn't know this, I played that game despite the fact my stream voted down for me to play it. They voted down, but Welly did spin the points. Not Welly. Splattercake did spin the points. Twice, in fact. If you're asking me, am I going to finish Outer Wilds? Very possibly someday I may finish Outer Wilds. If you want me to finish it on stream, well, that's what points are for. For those of us who do not know, because I actually didn't know much about channel points. Channel points are expended in the bottom left-hand corner of the chat window. You see the purple button that says chat. You look to the left, you'll see my logo, CN, standing for Cardboard Ninja. You can click on that, there's going to be a number there. You can click on that, and I believe it shows you a bevy of options that are available to you as people who simply watch my stream. One of those options, make me play a different game. You guys might be sick of Crossout. I'm not. Clearly, I'm still playing Crossout. Alright, I'm going to try to destroy that. Then I'm going to try to destroy this. Then destroy both of those simultaneously. Hidomeda! And fire. He was chasing me while on fire. He's got every testicle, chat. Retargeting to the dog for good reason. The dog's build looks very meta. He's doing a very good job avoiding dying as well. He's like making sure that my ally is always in front. So that was annoying. Helga's just going to get stronger and stronger as I shoot Helga. I know that's not friendly fire. He cut his own escape off, so I'm just going to let that one happen. Helga, please. Dude, save me from Helga. Save me from Helga! Stop being a coward and save me from Helga, you... There we go. Woo. We're looking for one guy. We know where he is thanks to Allied Radar. We don't have to do a thing thanks to allies. Thank you, allies. 2022 starts off with a bang. Or a pew pew pew. A lot of Cake seems to be really invested in the Outer Wilds. By the way, if anyone here has ever played The Outer Worlds, not the same thing as Outer Wilds, not at all, not even remotely. Outer Worlds is a very good game as well. It's basically the original Fallout 2-ish / Fallout New Vegas-ish. That's a problem. Go car go. Go car go. No, I didn't get there in time. I was just gonna try so hard to save him. Great, double dogs. Gonna drive in a straight line to pick up speed. Mm-hmm. I think this is the same dog, yeah. Droney McDronerson is getting annoying as he keeps ramming me with his wedge. True wedges. They beat my false wedge. Please stop that. Oh god. That's fine though. He's gonna ram me again. Doesn't matter how crappy my build looks at the end of the fight. Victory. I'll be fighting for wires. I have batteries. I have like 400. No, I have a. Or yeah, 1,000. 1,000 batteries means that 700. It's gonna take me 400 after fusion, which will leave me 450 after fusion, which will leave me 550, which is not enough to craft a actual legendary. So I should be doing batteries, I think. Oh, it's only gonna take me 400. Wait, I only have 420. Ugh. It will leave me with 20. Jeez, that's rough. I need 700 to craft another legendary. Three, 5, 6, 5, 8, 3, 6 plus minus 8 times divide. Are you still super drunk? On a scale of 1 to extremely super drunk. Woo! I'm speed, chat. Crap. I'm actually going in only because if I don't, this man is a dead man. I don't know what this guy's build is. Alright. Alright, I know that those are quad missiles. Please, Subneil, please. No! No! You're a freaking moron! Oh, man. Amazing. He held me there to ensure I ate every single missile. He's like, no, 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 no. You won't be going anywhere. Those are all for you, buddy. Oh, there's that dog again. I'm going to stay and just shoot him in the back. The weakest point of any dog build is always the spine. Excellent. It's always the spine because of the fact that, well, most dogs have the blight cabin hanging out the rear. Wonder if I should still be wearing this New Year hat. I mean, it is the New Year. What the bouncing? I don't have dragging parts. Why, hello there, stupid missiles that should have no chance of hitting me, but probably will because this game. Great job, bot. I love when a bot targets me, it never misses. I mean, it's supposed to never miss, but I've seen bots miss, like, a lot of shots, but they don't miss me. Like this guy, he's gonna rip right through me, and Samantha's gonna be like, it's cool. Hooray! More super high missiles launched by the same player. Hello, Edward. I know you're here for me. I'm gonna drive away from this and hope my team does something about him. He's like a 1 surrounded by 5 blue, so they should be able to beat him, right? So begins the chase, chat. It's probably drones or mines. So far, I'm guessing drones. Yep. Nope. We are together forever, my friend. Whoa, that was the nicest thing. He did it. He sheared off my front using his shivs. Did you guys see that? His shivs are a melee weapon, technically. And so he meleeed off my entire front end. That's impressive. Never seen that done successfully before. Usually shivs aren't that effective. An impressive turn of events, right, Fuyum? Fuyum? Get it? Turn, because he turned to do it? Fuyum, this is a pun. These are the puns. Fuyum. Turn of event. He turned into... When you get this joke, chat, you're going to lose your mind. Oof. We were down a man, too. We were just down 7 to 8. Retrieve this. Yeah, I want to pay a coin for 1 second. Give me that crap. Craft it. Boom. Mace is on its way, chat. We need more maces. So should I just mass produce them? Probably. Oof. This is a brutal looking build. New players are going to have a problem with this. His guns are really weak, and he's put his most powerful gun up front. That's very bad. His ammo, oh man, like, it looks cool, but I think it might have dubious results, chat. Alright, I'm not going to turn into this. Instead, I'm going to stay at a distance. Oh, it's gimpled. Man be rich. And that's why we're staying over here. I know there's men coming from that direction. It's Willem Nass. Willem Nass and I both have caucuses. You know the drill. When you see someone who has the same build as you or same weapons as you, you must fight to the death. That's the rules. I didn't make the rules, chat. Those just are the rules. You know how rules work. Ugh, I don't want to bump into this guy. Alright, I just lost all my forward momentum. I'll let him back up. Going after some ting. Or at least trying to. He accelerates nicely. Alright, I am not going to get any closer. I don't need to. Let that perk kick in. For those of us who do not know the perk, or I'm referring to, it's not actually a perk. I fused these. So I've got even more accuracy. Oh, this guy wants it. Alright, I'll just stand above you then, buddy. Oh, snap! They're vertically and horizontally mounted! They're vertically and horizontally mounted, chat! I got you baited! I got you baited! Oh, you're not at home right now? You're visiting family? The thing I did not expect from that guy was him to have horizontally mounted Reapers on his Bastion. And when he flipped over, they became standard Reapers. And the standard Reapers were able to hit me from every angle. Gimpled is on the opposing team. I can tell because of the... nope, it's not Gimpled. It's somebody else with porcupines. Somebody with porcupines is on the opposing team, getting ready to clippity-clap us. So many things to pay attention to, chat. Well, I don't have to pay attention to aiming, because, you know, caucuses. We're going to end Julia's ASAP. Dodging as many porcupines as possible. We're going in. Aiming for the porcupine layer. Amazing. Porcupines being launched at me. Being launched at me again. Going up to the Grenadier, because I have to. Grenadier wanted my attention, so he has it now. We have a fire dog, and I'm gonna die here. There is no way I can survive this whatsoever, because I'm dead. Oh well, good try, chat. This guy's build was super tanky. They had everything, all the tools they needed to win. They had area denial from porcupines. They had a dog defending, invisible dog defending. And they had a grenadier with high DPS swapping targets. There is no way that I could have gotten out of that alive. Perfect defense. They also had this guy. He's contributing. He's the target. He's not contributing at all. I think Pep might be a new player. Oh, before the Steam sale ends, what are you going to pick up, Splatter Cake? Ooh, Deathloop. Am I aggroed by Paul? Please let me not be aggroed by Paul. Please. Okay, good. Triple cannon bots, chat. Oh, you think they're bad? Sandra's coming for that ass. Sandra. Lost my rear gun, but, you know, it was that or death. Please stop that. Here we go. Come on, team. Get it together, team. Get it together, team. As I said, I don't think his build looks scary, but Jeromei's build is, or Jeromine's build has some faults. Cannon Blaster is probably with that melee dog, who's my actual target. That's who I'm free-floating associating for. I want the melee dog. He's invisible around here somewhere, chat. Nice. That was an excellent cannon shot. But it was a drone. That was an excellent drone. Nope. By the way, the weakness of grenade launchers, you have to predict their motions, blah, blah, blah. But the way that you dodge them, you just change direction. Because they can't predict any of any directions changes. There may be a time loop involved in Deathloop. I don't want to I don't want to tell you anything about Deathloop either, because I think the majority of the fun from Deathloop comes from not knowing anything about Deathloop. Though, I don't know if the Outer Wilds has one or multiple endings. I do know that Deathloop does have multiple potential. Okay, so if this is Cannon Blaster, that means that dog guy has to be nearby. Alright, never go over uneven ground when you have dragging parts, chat. That bot or something just fell into the pit. Jorn, good job, bot. They need to fix the AI so it doesn't go anywhere near the pits. Good job, Adam. Stopping right in front of me. Cool, cool. There he is. We're just going to lightly pepper this man to death. Lightly pepper this man to death. We've got the Double Reaper Bastion cabin guy over here and Oasis on the left. I don't know what Falcon's weapons are. I'm worried. Wow, this guy's diving me? What? Why would you do that? He had a lot of men coming directly at him. They must be on a team. Maybe? It's a pizza build, chat. It's a pizza build. Here comes the turn, chat. It's the pizza turn. We're just gonna ram him so he doesn't get the opportunity. That's what you get. GG. A creation pack. Is that the pack for in Crossout? Ah, yes. It's the money pack. Too bad it's got red hovers, but I mean... Beggars v choosers, chat. Can't always choose what you get. I really need to get past you, man. There's somebody coming. There he is. I spit hot fire. There it is. Lightly pepper lazy daisy. See, at least I'm not alone on that. I am bad at hovers, and yet Splatacake receives no crap for being bad at hovers. I'm bad at hovers, and everyone's like, man, you're terrible at hovers. This is the worst. Fuyum roasted the crap out of me literally last night. He's like, this is the worst hover flying I've seen all year, and it is the last day of the year. Yet for some reason, hovers are hard. I understand this. I get it. Hovers are difficult. Like, you have to be, I've been playing Crossout for years and I've been bad at hovers. Like, the only true way for me to get good at hovers is if I literally delete every other one of my builds, all of my builds, and only make hover builds and force myself to play this. On hovers. Like, just force myself. And if I do that, I'll get good. I'm not gonna do that. It's torture. I don't want to not have fun while playing the video game, chat. And hovers don't seem like they're fun. They're powerful, but they don't seem fun. Okay, I don't know where my allies are. I'm looking on my radar, and they're all over here. What's going on? This is a mistake. There we go. Triple Cannon Bot, we're gonna follow him. He knows what it's up. Get him, Triple Cannon Bot. Punch him. Punch him, Michael. Get him. I don't want to trade blows with Panzer. I always want to stay in his blind spot. Panzer has an amazing weapon. Payback Time is in trouble. Oh no, Payback Time. Payback Time. No. You're welcome. The heck is this? Not interested. You kidding me? Adam's on base. Let's do it. Okay. What? Did Adam self-destruct? What happened? So, Enlightenment. Interesting questions about the Enlightenment. Alright, so, step one. The Enlightenment is a bad weapon, period. Let's be real. I'm not gonna say it's not bad, because it's ass. It is flaming pooty. It is not a weapon. It is exceptionally poor. So, now that we've understood that the end result, the end state, regardless of whatever I say after this, it's gonna end up with the Enlightenment is ass. Okay, so, ready? There are upsides to the Enlightenment. Here are the upsides. Mind you, this is an ass weapon. I'm not saying that these upsides are enough to counteract the fact that it's ass. Just hear me out so you understand that it is not entirely useless. So, as we all know, the upsides, the Enlightenment is a tool that is designed to blah blah blah, prevent people from cloaking. That is garbage. That is bad. It's bad. That's stupid. Why did that thing take so many shots when I have so many blue names around me? They should have shot him to death. I lost my entire butt to that. Anyway. And a wheel. Anyway, the Enlightenment does something that other weapons can also do, but is something that is not really thought of. When the Enlightenment attaches to a target, it is a physical obstacle on their build. It physically exists. They can shoot it, and in fact, they can shoot it off. But, and here's the thing, if you're playing against people in CW, they typically don't have flaily weapons. It's very difficult to have like machine guns, yada yada yada, that kind of stuff. So what ends up happening is, if you land an Enlightenment shot on their guns, which can happen, it happens often, and they're using high explosives, like porcupines, or if they're using high explosives, like every other high explosive in the game, remedies, or high explosives, like the Tsunamis, or using high explosives, like basically anything with exploding damage, when they fire, it will explode immediately. The projectile will hit the Enlightenment shot, destroying the Enlightenment shot, but also explode immediately, typically killing the player or destroying the weapon. or basically doing just splash damage to the weapon. It doesn't necessarily have to destroy the weapon. So, does the Enlightenment have a use? Yes. Is it hot trash? Yes. It is the worst. It is the worst. Worst. You get what you pay for, chat. One energy weapon, you get what you pay for. Don't expect that to do any damage, and it doesn't. It does no damage. None. It is very bad. It doesn't even do what it's designed to do. It's designed to be a decloaking tool. You know, because cloak is the most powerful freaking thing in this entire game. It's basically insanely powerful. We all know that. It's the reason why it's on almost every build. It's the reason why it's the counter to everything. And it's the reason why it's the #1 used tool for offense, etc. Cloak is very, very powerful. So, when you have Cloak, which is very, very powerful, you have tools to defeat Cloak. One is the Verifier, which is not strong enough to defeat Cloak, but it exists. And you have radar tools that show you when cloaked guys are on there. So if you guys look in my radar and you see a giant white spot, that's the game letting me know there's an invisible man in that giant white spot, right? So you've got radar detection for Cloak, and only at close ranges, of course. You've got all these things that attempt to counter Cloak, right? Because Cloak is so unbelievably powerful. With that said, they even invented the Enlightenment, and they needed something, and it's just like, here's your... Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, I had to keep that one low. I didn't want to get hit by that at all. Oh, my... Anyway, so they keep going, and they keep inventing newer and newer things to fight Cloak, but in this game of Crossout, counters are never more powerful than the tool they're trying to counter. For example, the Argus is much, much worse than the Cap Can. You can launch 1,000,000 Cap Cans to one Argus. You know, that kind of shit. So the counter is always weaker than the thing that's actually it's trying to counter. Anti-invisibility, it's very, like, the cooldown's much longer. It's also a lot more limited. It's very difficult to counter invisibility, even with all the invisibility countering options. So the Enlightenment, being a 1 energy tool, weapon, no less, listed as weapon, no less, is going to be much, much, much weaker. And it is. It is flaming trash. I'm just going to stand and take it. I'm not even going to try and dodge. There's no point. His build was about to collapse in on itself. That was an excellent cannon shot. So yeah, Enlightenment, very bad weapon. Has its uses, very bad weapon. No. Come on, caucuses. Thank you. Okay, so this guy's got a cap can. Do not follow him. There we go. So yeah, there you go. If ever you are in a situation where you have an Enlightenment on your build, which will be never, now you know. The Enlightenment will very likely, by the way, this is an aside, it again does not help, it's still ass. I'm not praising the Enlightenment. Because of the way the Enlightenment's tracking works, it is faster than most missiles and more accurate than most missiles. So it will, and often take a low angle to get to them, and more often than not will land in their weapons. But still ass, not worth it. Cannot stress that enough. I don't want people to be thinking, Cardboard Ninja's endorsing the Enlightenment, and he says it's good. Didn't say that. Notice how I keep cutting in to say that it's ass? I have to do that because I don't want you guys clipping my voice and putting it in there saying, Cardboard Ninja loves the Enlightenment. This is good. It's not good. Ass. It's ass. Literally anything is better. Do you want to know what's better than the Enlightenment? And this is serious. Removing 1 energy from your vehicle. What? That's right. If you have 1 energy spare, remove that generator. Put on a weaker generator. What? What if you only have 12 energy? Then let it float. You have 12 energy, just let it float. You don't need that. You don't need it. Or put on another radar. 2 radars, actually. If you have 1 radar on your build, put on a second radar. What are you doing? What are you doing with the Enlightenment? Get a second radar on that bitch. Second radar. Alright, this guy needs to stop. He's following me around, trying to shoot me with his guns. And I see him, and I know he's there. I'm just actively avoiding him. Shit! Alright. Didn't actively avoid him well enough. Trying to let my teammates help me, but this melee player, all melee, doesn't go in. He's like, can't go in, chat. It's not me. I'm not the one. I'm not the one, son. I'm not going in on that. You're not gonna go and fight that man in melee where your build is designed to be? Get out of here. Shotgunner's chasing me. Where's the melee player? Is he even... The melee player's name is Hainmer. He refused to... Why? I don't understand this player. I do not understand his mentality. He's got 3 maulers, low to the ground, and a flamethrower. And he refuses to attack. He's like, no, I will not use these to attack opponents. What are you doing, dog? Now he's going after him when he could have gone after him earlier with me. The two of us could have gone after him. Nope. You're not going to do that now. Got too close. Almost touched him with the melee weapons. What is wrong with you, man? Amazing. Just amazing. Galbax, it's all up to you, man. I know they're on fire, but... Amazing. Galbax is going to lose both his guns to that parser. There's one. All he has to do, by the way, is drive at him and shoot, but he won't do it because he didn't want to lose his gun. He's like, I don't want to lose my gun. You're going to lose your gun anyway, dude. You need to get in there and shoot him so your next shot, which is in the wide open, gets him. There you go. You were going to get shot no matter what. You're going to lose your gun no matter what. You have to make the decision to move in, right? And now real player is like, I can just go away. You let us have the cap point. Does this guy have a gun? Nope. GG. Unbelievable. So real player is most likely going to beat Galbax. If Galbax doesn't land his shot, he's got 5 of them to do it. He's got to land his shot. Nope. Exactly. Welcome to Crossout. When you literally see a red name surrounded, not figuratively, literally surrounded by blue names. Literally surrounded by blue names, and they're still alive. You're just like, how is this happening? Come on, Galbax. Don't let your gun get removed, Galbax. You better take that shot. There you go. Barely managed. They made that far more intense than it needed to be, chat. That did not need to be that intense. Couple things. That parser player was on point on the opposing team. That guy who had triple parser, he was insanely on point. I was attempting to play the periphery, and he basically zoned me out the entire time. When I went after his hover, he was immediately there. Immediately. He literally was there the moment that I engaged that hover to the moment that I died. Impressive, impressive plays. That's good team play, chat, and I allowed him for that. I am not against good team play. I'm just surprised that it's always on the opposing team that there's good team play. Oh, are we seeing a fusion? It's a fusion, chat! Renin BR is usually a fire dog, and Dan X4 is someone who I don't know who that is. Doesn't matter. We're not... Nope, don't shoot Jorn. No, don't shoot... Oh, God. I've effed up. I've shot every single bot. Alright, well, that's a problem. We're going in after Sniper Ridge. We're going to try and avoid Gimp bot. We're going to take it wide. And I messed up. Bad. Real bad. I thought Renin would be here. I thought our players would be here. not the case. Well, that's game on me. But at least now we get to see Dan and Rinnan play. There's Rinnan and Dan. Dan and Rinnan fused forever. Oh no! Oh no, chat! No, they're bad at the video game! GimpBot changed up. Weird. GimpBot is usually like triple pork.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Look at all these things I can do for channel points. Oh wait, that's right. I actually have a... What? Son of a gun. One moment, chat. I actually have a rewards queue that is managed, and I forgot about that. And I need to clear out the rewards queue as I have actually managed those rewards. Oh, look at that. We're going to be crashing into the wall. That saved me from Emma? It very well may have. An impressive shot. If it weren't hit scan over every distance. This guy is like the trolliest build. Is this meta, chat? Unbelievable. If I turn enough, I may... Oh, someone shot it off of me. Oh no. Ugh, right in the jaw. Alright, hold on a second. So what I want to do is shoot him. And avoid those porcupines that are rolling directly at my spine. This guy with Reapers is hilarious. More porcupines rolling in that direction. Cannon Blaster is the target. Seriously, Reaper Man's gonna end up stripping me if I keep taking all this damage. Get got. I can't keep engaging them. Einzal Gown is from Overlord. I am not gonna be able to win this. I am on too much fire to beat this man. Alright, so let's manage that rewards queue, shall we? Completed. Oh, Misty. I have not played Misty's game yet. When Misty gets on, I will consider playing. By that I mean I have to, because they redeem the channel points. You're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad to entertain you today. This, the first day of January 2022. Congratulations to everyone who is here. You made it out of 2021. It did not seem likely. At multiple points. At multiple points that we were ever going to get out of 2021. But we did it. We barely crossed the finish line. We may have been broken. We may have been mauled. We may have had to hold on to our knees. But we made it. And 2021 can never take that away from you. Ah, this guy again. Okay, looks like I am... Someone's mad at me. Probably the pizza build guy. In fact, I know it's the pizza build guy. Ow, I'm gonna eat it to the face. I don't have a choice. Great, Sneaky Cuts is just here. Hello, Sneaky Cuts. I didn't need that movement anyway. Great, great. Good job, Sneaky Cuts. Alright, well done, Sneaky Cuts. Alright, I'm dead. But, at least, I'll be able to lightly pepper this man before dying. Yep, that was unfortunate, chat. Good job, Sneaky Cuts. Driving sideways into allies. That is so sneaky. So Cuts. He's doing it. He's driving sideways into this man. What a Chad. First kill. First kill, Sneaky Cuts. Yeah. Oh, lost control of his vehicle. So people are going to give, well, people are going to say, like, it's easy to play a certain build type. It's actually not. 9 times out of 10, it's very difficult. Like, you're not, if you're playing a build that's not designed to just crash face first headlong into someone and, you know, face roll across them, kind of difficult. Where's Jerome? This guy. Hey! He's doing better this game. Good. He's a reverse spider. It's weird. He's, like, protecting all of his hit points with his legs. This is a weird build, chat. It looks cool as hell, don't get me wrong. I keep saying it looks cool because it looks cool as hell. But it's a weird build because... Here, I'll explain. If all of your hit points are down here, which is what he's done, it means a couple things. One, it means people can't shoot off random parts of your build. It means you're smaller. Even though he's a large build, he's still smaller. Being smaller means you're going to receive less incidental fire, which is good, right? But as you just saw, he lost... Well, actually didn't lose a gun. It did hit him in the gun, though. Yeah, you're using a gun that has like 180 hit points or something as the entire front end of your armor, I think. I'm looking at what an arbiter, and that thing has what? Yeah, 186 hit points. So that's his front armor. His front armor is 186 hit points. Pretty low. By pretty low, I mean very bad. Very, very bad. You don't want 186 hit points between you and death. But, again, there are advantages and disadvantages to everything in this game. In every game, usually, there's a trade-off. Where you put something depends on what you want out of it. Hey, it's Sneaky Cuts. I'm going to try and stay far away from that man, because he has a tendency to crash into me and make me die in his stead. He's like, sweet. Ally armor. Ally armor is great. I don't have to build my build well, and I can just use your build. He's doing it! Oh my god, how did he do this? Get away from me! Ugh! I was literally on the other side of the map, intentionally avoiding this man. Still doing it. I have triple cannon bot aggro. I'm just gonna stand here. So the triple cannon bot now will walk past my entire team to get to me. Hopefully they will shoot it when it comes across. Nope. Okay, we're done here. No, Sneaky Cuts. You're... What is this guy's problem? I legit can't even with Sneaky Cuts right now. And here's the weakness. I have access to his cabin. Like, is this guy just straight chasing me? Wow. Alright, Tux. This guy does not change targets for any reason. I appreciate that. Oh no, juggler. Well, I found out where the enemy cannon player is. He's using his team for team armor. Come on, buddy. Help. There's only 2 of us. There's only 2 players. Myself and yourself. Oh no, it's P. Henry. I'm out. I know P. Henry. I don't know him personally, but I know he's a great shot. And his build directly counters mine. Hey, Haynes. Maybe he is just trolling. Maybe he is. So, P. Henry's build absolutely deadass counters mine. So you guys may remember what I told you about Gatekeeper builds, right? I'm fucked. Gatekeeper, yeah. Perfect cloak. Perfect cloak. And now I have to come down here and get another hit. Yes! There's nothing I can do! Nothing I can do. So, as a Gatekeeper build, caucuses are great. Excellent. If it, just so we're clear, even though we won, that was not due to me. My build did not win that. That was the other guy. It was, who was that? Hold on. What I don't know who. Dang it. So that was not me. It was a pretty good game, Haynes. But no, that was not me who won that. That was the guy with the incinerators. 100%. I know this for a fact. I've fought against P. Henry like 60 times. I did not beat him. I know that for a fact. I have lost to him maybe 58 out of 60 times. The entire reason why we won was because of the incinerator. I had to sack my freaking build and tank and eat damage, but it's the only thing I could have done. P. Henry's build is very well built. And as I may have mentioned multiple times on this chat, and I know I have, my build is a Gatekeeper build, which is to say I'm very good against people punching down, but not any good against people punching at the same level or punching up. So P. Henry's build is an appropriate build for this power score. 9-5, his build is like perfect for this power score. Caucuses don't do diddly jack against his build. I've tried it. I've shot him in the back. I've shot him in the front. I've shot him in the side. I've shot him at several angles. None of it matters. Caucuses do nothing to him. And it's appropriate, because his build is built to fight at this power score appropriately with appropriate weapons. He's got decent armor. And that's what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to lose those fights, and I do. So, P. Henry had my number. If it weren't for the other guy, I would be dead right now. I'll trade myself out for 2 hovers. This hover guy's like, I just want out. No. I'm not trying to ram you, buddy. I got your entire team chasing my ass. I'll be back, though. Dead. And his entire team would not let me have it. That's fine. We've got one ally dicking with a bot. We've got another ally flailing. Get that flail on. There you go. This guy is base clearing. I don't know. Kill the hover, guys. Just shoot the hover. Really? GM refuses to shoot the hover. We're going to lose. Unfortunate, chat. Unfortunate. Directly into the ground. Hey, it's the new gun. This guy's supposed to try and shoot the ground, but he's not. He's going to shoot this guy directly in his hit points. Like, that's where you're supposed to aim. You're just not participating. Fair enough. I think this guy's completing multiple quests at once. I know what you guys are looking at, and you're like, this is crazy. What kind of build is this? This guy joined late. He's finishing the battle pass today. Here's how you can tell. Drones, machine gun, rocket, energy weapon. He's trying to complete multiple quests. And he won't turn around to fight, though. Not sure why. So for those of us who do not know, Gaijin releases battle passes, as everyone does from now on until the end of time, because they found out that's the best way to steal your money. And the Gaijin's battle pass system... Haynes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that very much. Enjoy the dance at the bottom of the screen by all the little emoticon avatars. As you will now know, you will have an emoticon avatar at the bottom of of the chat. You earn points that are not channel points, but also you earn channel points. In addition to channel points, you earn avatar points. And you can use those points to customize your own little guy there. You can be anyone. I couldn't find a helicopter, though. Somebody wanted to be a helicopter. I couldn't find one. I'm sorry. So there's a bevy of assortment of war vehicles from War Thunder there. Bunch of tanks. Things like that, in case you want to be a tank instead of a guy. But anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. If I can remember what I was saying. Yeah. Oh, P. Henry. Fudge. I will pepper him lightly, but nope, his gun's reloaded by now. Don't want it. Running openly. Dropping that decloak. Let's see if it works. I think I got one. Of course you're rocketing me. Of course my teammate is ramming into me, and P. Henry is is here. Why would P. Henry not be here, chat? The guy I'm explicitly trying to avoid. Why would he not be here? That guy. What are you doing? Budget. I'm too injured to fight the entire enemy team. Alright, so at some point these guys are going to realize they cannot win with us capping, and they'll have to come over here to stop it, which means that a player is going to show up and try and step on the point. There he is. He failed. Sometimes you gotta win via cap, chat. Sometimes you gotta win via cap. This build can take a pounding, but I was far too damaged. I was already down like 1/3 of my firepower. Missing a wheel. People popping out of the woodwork. Crazy. Crazy, chat. If I ever drop a thread, which is to say I'm talking about something and you remember what I'm talking about, feel free to remind me. You're like, you were talking about this. I know I dropped a thread in there after after Haynes followed, but it happens. Well, P. Henry's on the other team, or someone with triple cannons. They have to be linear because you can't have triple turreted cannons. P. Henry's on our team. I have a good... App is on our team. App is a great player. We got a lot of good players on our team, chat. At least 25% of them are good. I don't know about Cone Sayer. I'm getting locked on by 6 individual missiles right now. Here they come. Okay. We're going to target the hovers because that's my job. It's my only job, in fact. Good shot. Furchus is very good. He's targeting my guns in particular, but it won't matter. He doesn't have the hit points to, you know, win this fight at all. Unbelievably good shot. An amazing shot, chat. This guy should have fired like 6 times by now. He's just waiting for the absolute perfect shot, and it won't come. He's like, is it over here? Over here? Come on, dude, turn and shoot him. What are you doing? Just shoot him. Boom. It looks like he found the perfect shot, by the way, chat. I spoke too soon. That last kill was the Mandraker. Like, he died at the very last... The Mandrakers killed the guy at the very last shot. It was amazing. Alright, Eduardo is seal clubbing. So my goal is to get him if possible. Seal clubbing meaning, of course, you know, you come across those little seals, like they're baby seals, and they just look up at you with those big old eyes. And then you hit them with a seal club. One second.
give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Let's do, give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
Yes, I am presently muted. Sorry, I have a visitor. I spent one too many seconds in green flame chat. All right, chat. I was really worried about that game. Ugh. Now I'm gonna sip some tea. Continue to wax idiotic about Crossat. So at the start of that match, I got hit by a Mandrake. That guy is really good. App something. No, not App. App is really good in general. Don't remember the guy's name at all, but I should, considering he slapped me in the face with Mandrakes twice now. Hey, apparently App is also a streamer. He just pinged me and said that at some point in time he wants to get me in a video. Don't know for what, but I'm down for collabs. Joshua, triple cannon bot. No! Alright, so I've aggroed a triple cannon bot, which means that he will follow me all the way back to my garage. And I need to put distance between me and him. Not distance so much as I need to drag him through my team. Oh, here comes damage. There's my damage. Good job, Joshua. No one's shooting him because nobody cares. As long as the triple cannon bot isn't shooting them, they typically don't assist. I think I've aggroed Sandra. Double cannon bot. Nope, I haven't. And then that must have been a player's cannon that shot me. It was rats. Didn't mean to block Eduardo's shot. This guy is my hard counter using tracks. I'm leaving. There's no reason to fight someone who's using tracks. Oh, I'm coming right on back, eating that track damage. Nom nom nom. Shoot this guy in the back. Just keep peppering Ghost. I gotta find there he is. Corn. Or Cohen. I know there's a guy chasing me because my guns are telling me that he's chasing me. That's not good. He's followed me all the way here, chat. And I'm running out of guns. I'm not running out of allies. They appear to be nice and healthy. They're taking their vitamins. Healthy and strong, chat. They're all of them. They're just not helping. Ah, Furchus. I have one chance at beating Furchus. I'm dead. Crap. I said that because I didn't die, thankfully, but I'm being chased by a guy with dual tsunamis, so you know that's not going to end well for me. Because I no longer have movement parts, chat. This is over. Somehow I am still alive. He should have killed me 3 shots ago. But I'm that good. Or lucky. I'm surprised Eduardo got such a high score. Seal clubbers usually, well, they can get high scores, but usually if they get picked off early, they don't. But he seems to be able to land shots with mammoths, so that'll work. And anyone who hasn't ever, air quote, seal club before, he's currently using mammoth armor. So the reason his build has like no hit points. Like if we look at his build, there's no structural parts. I'm gonna guess he's got high 800s hit points tops. But the reason why he doesn't die instantly is because he puts his mammoths directly in front of his cabin. Each mammoth has 1,000 hit points, so that means that his effective hit points of his build can be as high as 3,000. 1,100 times 2 plus 800. So he's got a tankier build than I do, if he can keep people in front of him. So this is the reason why whenever you see me fight him, you see me like go behind him and shoot him in the back and the sides. Alright, we're going to try and get some damage on Sneaky Cuts. This is because of revenge. That's right, you guys remember Sneaky Cuts. He's the guy who drove Funky and decided to shoot me. I'm going to try and protect my one gun that is sparking by giving him my other two guns. That gives him different targets. Please get out. Oh no. We've got double Tsunami Man chasing. Hence the reason why I ran immediately. Trying to decloak whoever just cloaked up. He's flipped. Never lose control of your build, chat. He's a droner. Sneaky Cuts again. Excellent. DPS to the forehead. I will lightly pepper this guy who is my hard counter. I don't expect much from this. But he is the last player, so I guess I will continue to DPS him because he is the last player. Fuyum, please. This build is amazing. Never lose control of your build, chat. This is a mercy. This is a mercy, chat. Well, Fuyum, the last build we made, we chat, just so we're clear, I want Fuyum to be recognized. We made a build yesterday. He and I, together, inseparable, chat, we're the same person. We made a build, and it was total garbage. it was flaming trash. However, I still do have the Rip Golden Girl, which was made after that. We're going to give that one a shot. So for those of us who do not remember, unfortunately, B. Arthur, no, that is incorrect. B. Arthur was one of the Golden Girls, but is not the one who died. Betty White died yesterday. She did not make it to 2022. Rest in peace, Betty White, which was very sad. And in her honor, I created this build. I did not. That is a lie. I created this build after our other failure build. This build ended up being functional, and therefore it received the title, rest in peace, Golden Girl. Also made by Fuyum. Fuyum's fault. No, I'm kidding. Fuyum did not make this build. Be funny if he did, though, right? This is a master cabin build. Am I close enough for electricity to work on Puppy Bear? No? Short answer was no, chat. Why, hello there. Get out of here with that. Nope. Unfortunately, running directly at people's heavy armor, not functional. Let's try that again. I keep forgetting. I need to be a little bit more sneaky with this build. Just a little bit. Also, I forgot to use the Master Cabin's perk. Son of a bitch. Alright. I don't think that came into play, though. So typically people are going to aim for your weapons. As everyone knows, Master Cabin helps keep your weapons on your build. That's its entire job. I think this guy's going to jump. He jumped. Heating up the Master Cabin. Oh, never lose control of your build, chat! Wow, Spice Cake. Please, please, Spice Cake. No, you don't have to do the Spice Cakes. Oh, no! Death by ally! Death by ally! Amazing! You saw it first. You saw it here, chat. This is Crossout. You've played Crossout before. You cannot trust your allies because they will do what that guy just did. He literally pinned me. You saw it. That's not even me being hyperbolic. That actually happened. I was pushing the guy. Space Cakes wanted in, and so he's like, no, you die. Me push you now. He pushed me against a wall, flipped my build, and then also died. He also died. Oh man. I can't even with this. I don't understand. I'd like to say that there was a thing I could, hold on. I have an emote for this. Let me see if I can activate that emote. You know how to activate emotes. There's an emote out there, chat. This one. There we go. That's my I can't even face. Wait, you want a photon, 4 destructors, 6 claws, and a flywheel? It's not even you can't do that. 4 destructors is 16 energy. You can only do 3 destructors. And a flywheel. So if you were trying to do photon, you could do photon, 3 destructors, flywheel. Oh, you just don't want the reload? You just want the quad destructors? I don't have 4 destructors. I only have 3. 2 fused, 1 unfused, and the one that's unfused is because I didn't bother fusing it during the event. And I also wanted a 3rd parser, which is the reason why I made that. And I'm not mad about that. I'm actually happy about that. It turned out pretty good. Gonna overheat the cabin. Gonna cool off the cabin. Robert. Excellent. Alright, well, Robert saved my life. Thanks, Robert. That's actually happened, chat. The bot saved my life. Good job. Poking it up. Alright, so if I'm right, my spark might be able to reach this. Nope. Spark not hitting it. That's a problem. Ow. Ow. Am I forgetting this? Right now I'm playing solo randoms, Haynes, yes. That is the default play style of Crossout. Many people play it. Most people do. Hence why I play solo randoms. I think Chamberlain is going to win us this game. I know Chamberlain is going to win us this game. Quasar. Weird. Platoons? Do you mean squads? Like if I were to do it with like groups? I have grouped before, yes. I assume that's what you mean by platoons. Unless you mean like something else. Manly Love is going to die to Chamberlain, I guarantee it. Ah, yeah. I don't know where Zerv is, but he's probably... Oh. It's an incinerator fight. Who can throw fire better? Our guy did pretty well. What about you, Zerv? Nope. Too close. Oh, World of Tanks gamer. Nice. I used to play World of Tanks a long time ago. I believe I still have my account. World of Tanks doesn't delete your accounts after a time period, if I recall correctly. Dang, Puffy Bear is throwing the heat, literally. But anyway, yeah, I went down the American line way back in the day when the final tank was the T-30. Back in the day, because it had a 155mm gun, it was like the best tier 10 tank. The issue being that every tank before that point is flaming ass. So if anyone remembers World of Tanks, you might remember that the American tank line is filled with trash, like the T1, the M1, all those things. Oh, don't worry, I was there when they made the change too. I don't know if this is still the case. The American final tank was turned into the M60 or the M110 or M111. M111. It was changed into the M111. Because of when World of Tanks made the change, because I own both tanks, they moved the T-30 to the Tier 9 tank destroyer line and added in the M111 as the final tank. That disappointed me greatly, but they of course gave me the M111 for free, but that still pissed me off because as a Tier 9 tank destroyer, the T-30 lost a whole lot of its everything. It became a much weaker tank. I'm sorry, T110E5, damn it. My brain, chat. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's been literally years. But at least I did remember that it was a crazy weapon name. Or crazy tank name. Yeah, the M103, which is the one you're referring to for the Tier 9, used to be the T-34. I think they made the T-34 a premium tank. If I recall correctly. Which is hilarious because my... Greetings, Splattercake. Which is hilarious because my highest kill game was 11. It was, I can't remember what it is. It's in the game, obviously saved, but it gives me the credit as my M103 because of the fact that it used to be on my T39 and my T39 was moved. I'm sorry, T39, T34, and the T34 was moved to a premium tank. So it kept the kill credit on the other tank, even though there was no way I'd be able to approach that level of kills in a single match as that tank. That was because of the 120mm gun that was on the T-34. All glory. I only leveled up US tanks, by the way. I didn't have the, at the time, probably still overpowered Russian tank line at all. Anybody who played during my day remembers that the, what was it? The Istov Stalin tanks, the IS tanks, were just all over the place because of how OP they were. The IS-7 used to be their Tier 10 tank, and then the IS-4 was their Tier 9 tank, but they're like, no, IS-4 are equally good as IS-7. Doesn't matter about increased generational gaps or better armor. No, screw that. And then they made the... So they were the first faction to have two Tier 10 tanks, IS-4 and IS-7 hand in hand. I believe the IS-6 is a premium tank. I could be wrong. But anyway, I wouldn't know because, again, I don't have I never leveled up the Russian tank line. I only leveled up the US tank line. And I tell the story every time I bring up World of Tanks. The only reason why I played the US tank line is, one, I'm an American. Proud to be an American. I'm not going to play any other faction. I don't care how bad their tanks are. Two, because at the end of the line, I saw that the Tier 10 tank had the highest penetration main gun in the entire game. And I'm like, wow, I super want this ultra mega high pen gun. Because if you remember, because if you've played World of Tanks, you remember that one bounced, or that one went right through. You didn't hear that often as an American tank player. You usually heard that one bounced. But anyway, I was tired of all my shots bouncing, and I was very eager, very, very eager to get a weapon that was actually going to penetrate anything. And so I spent all the hours, all the time, unlocked the T-30 tank. I was so happy. My guild was so happy. Everyone was high-fiving each other. I reached T-30. I'm like, bam, entered the first match. First shot from the T-30. It bounced. The highest penetration gun in the game bounced. First shot. It was like, that one bounced. It was the most heart-wrenching moment of my entire gaming career. Couldn't believe it. What? Oh, if you're trying to post a link, you need to request that, Haynes. Do you? What are you trying to post? Sorry, Nightbot. Nightbot, it's the only thing that I'm going to have Nightbot continue to moderate. You can post it. You can talk in caps. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. But posting links, that's to prevent, the stream from coming under fire, as it were. Oh. Let's find out. Hold on. Sure, why not? You have 60 seconds to post it. Let's find out. Yeah, whatever. Well, let's see here. I don't know if this is my account. Does it have... Maybe it is. Hold on. If the only tanks that are available on this are US, yeah, this looks like mine. This does look like mine. T-29. Does this have... Because, again, some of these words are in Russian, so I don't know what Stuf means or Schaden. Probably that... I think that might mean experience. No, XP means experience. What's Schaden? I know what Schadenfreude is. Yeah, this is the one. I think Stuf is the number of kills, maximum number of kills that you've had in one kill. Sorry, you're right, that's German. But yeah, so the T110E5, which says Stuf 10, which I think is the maximum number of kills I've had in any one game, that is not on the T110E5. That was on the T34E, or the T34. Even though it says that I have 8 kills in the T34, that is not accurate. They literally, when they did that change, they applied all of the stats that I had on the T34 to the T110E5. They're just like, oh, you did all this stuff in the T110E5. Oh, Stuf is tier? Then I got nothing. Does this thing track max kills? I know it does. It must. It must. Like, if I had to, I could reinstall World of Tanks and just show you. But yeah, no. This is me. This has to be. Is this in English? Is there an English version of this? Maybe if I went to EN. There's probably an EN version of this. There we go. English World of Tanks Life. There we go. Tier, damage, yada, yada, yada. Excellent. Okay, so I guess this thing doesn't have within it the... Yeah, I had about a 50% win rate. The T1 heavy tank. Ugh. 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 So, like, that's not a tier 5 tank, chat. T1 was not a... Oh, God. Ugh. It's really, like, the US tank line. Ugh. But yeah, I won about half the games that I ever played in that game. I think. Just about. I keep playing this build wrong, by the way. Alright, so that's a player on the other side of this, because bots would have just come straight in. I hope that's friendly fire. Pretty good for a starter. I wasn't pretty good, dude. I was amazing. Here we go. This is cross out on any server. I do not differentiate. Right now I'm on EU. I never tell it to go to a specific server. I will take cross out on any server. I don't care what the ping is. Oh no! I do not have very much time to reach our base, chat. This is me driving straight here. I don't have much time at all. Ugh, I'm gonna die very quickly. That's it. Lose. There probably are players on NA, but I just tell it to find me a match. I don't care whether or not it's against NA players or not. See, faster matches. I would rather be in a match. In this time, it is NA. I'd rather be in a match playing than sitting in queue. It's only a difference of what, 70 milliseconds? You get used to it. Actually, I've noticed, or I haven't noticed, a very big problem sniping people with a ping of 170. The reason why is because, I don't know, I've played on EU so often I don't even notice, to be honest. I'm not after Ivan, I'm after their hover. There he is. Oh. That's why I didn't have control of my vehicle. He had a friend pushing me. Top plays. Good job, XL___LX. Oof. Alright. Oh, greeting Haynes. But yeah, so if the reason why I said I was a really good World of Tanks player isn't because I did anything super mega special, but other than the fact when you play the US tank line for so long, you have to get unbelievably good at aiming for weak points because your guns suck. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I love the US tanks, I love America, yada yada yada. But in World of Tanks, US tanks were ass. M3 Lee, holy crap, holy crap. Oh my god, I remember grinding through every single one of the US tanks, and every single one of them was flaming trash. Except for my favorite tank in the entire game, the T-29. T-29 is my favorite tank. It was the first US tank that almost was appropriate for its tier. Even it started out with the whopping Methuselah of a 76mm gun. Oh my god. Firepower was so bad. Oh yeah, the T-29 is of course still amazing. It's an amazing tank. Thank goodness it's still amazing though. Like, my favorite tank. It just is. The reason why was because I had been playing US tanks for so long. and it was so brutal. It was just total brutality. Because anyone who remembers U.S. tanks at all knows they just are always undergunned, they're always underpowered, they're always under everything. You have to aim for viewports. You had to aim like you had to aim your guns into pixels. Like this is not even a joke. You had to aim your guns so that you could get your shots directly into like viewports or portholes or anything. You had to shoot for weak points on tanks over great distances. If you didn't, you literally couldn't do damage. So every other tank in the game has like real damage, and we're just gonna bitch about World of Tanks now, Chad. I'm sorry, it's happening. It's happening. You've opened the floodgates. You did this, chat. You did this. We've opened the floodgates. Every other faction in the entire the bat chat. Jesus fucking Christ, the bat chat. Anyway, every other tank in that game had a gun that was comparable to its tier in armor penetration. So what this means is, and of course Russia or Germany at the time were the two that primarily competed heavily for that penetration values and penetration and damage values. If I recall correctly, you start out in the US tank tree and you have a comparable tank. The tier 0 tank or the tier 1 tank, the crappiest tank in the entire game, is comparable to its opponents. Barely. But every step after that, your gun is always weaker. You have a weapon that reloads slower, you have a weapon with less penetration, you have a weapon with less damage, or all three combined. So you end up in and also your tanks have paper thin armor. Thank you, Fuyum. Thank you for super lurking. But I'm not even joking. Your tanks have paper thin armor in World of Tanks. So when it comes to hull down, oh my god, you had to become the king of hull down strategies. You had to become the king of accuracy. You had to become the king of angling armor, meaning you always had to put so for example, let's assume that Trollo here is the enemy, right? You never go directly at someone, ever. Not an American tank, you always come at them like this. You have to put your corner at them so that you have the best amount of armor between you and your opponent to attempt to bounce them. It gets even funnier. Like your best armor was track armor. Like you had to hope beyond hope that your tracks would catch the damage. Like all this crazy stuff to play a tank to play an American tank. It was so brutal. And not only did you have to do that, and yeah, you did that with all other tanks as well, but they got something out of it, which is to say they became near invulnerable to you if they did it. Whereas if you're an American tank, it doesn't matter. Like, American armor had, 23 millimeters of armor or something? Really thin armor. So even if you angled your build, they could still pin you. So you had to do hull down, armor angled. The only thing you really had was your cannon. So if you look at the cannon, the majority of American tanks, yeah, pretty much ass blasted. The majority of American tanks had very good turret armor, but no body armor. So the body of the vehicle could be penetrated very easily, like paper. But the turret didn't say would, could bounce shots. T-29 was the first of the big nose cannons that are really, really good. So when you hold down with the T-29, if you could cover your entire body, which there are many places that you could do that, or expose only the top of your front glacis at a very specific steep angle, you could make it so you could bounce everything. Like the T-29 was amazing. It was everything I wanted in a tank. Because every tank before the T-29, oh my god. Every tank before the T-29, every last one of them, they were bricks. Every tank before the T-29, the American tank, was a huge brick or a thin brick or some other crazy form of brick that could easily be punched through with your finger. Like if you ran at one of the American tanks fast enough and extended your index finger at the last second before you touched the tank, you'd go right through. You'd be like, boink, and you'd just destroy the tank and kill the crew, and it was crazy shit. So, yeah. We could. One moment, Haynes. I still have to continue. I have a little bit more complaining to do. Just a little bit. But anyway, so in order to become good or phenomenal at that game, you had to, like, if you were playing as an American and won games, like actually won games as an American tank in that game. You had to play out of your damn mind. I do run into JB Ryder a bit. I would love for Noodles not to do what Noodles is doing. So since Noodles is going the other direction, I will go in the exact opposite direction. Not because I want to, but because Noodles won't let me turn. All right, so boom. So you wanted to, oh, sorry, out of the way, JB Ryder. JB Ryder, for those of us who do not know, is the most popular crossout streamer. So good for him. I appreciate him being in the game. He should be able to help me kill this man. I'm going to try and limp out of here. I'm injured, chat. I'm not diving Metatron. I'm literally just driving away. There he is. I was looking for you. You owe me money. There we go. Oh no, Manly Love. Ah! No, I didn't know this guy was here. If I knew he was here, I wouldn't be dying to him. Anyway. So, leveling up as an American tank was unbelievably brutal. You start off with, if I recall correctly, like a 35mm gun. I think everyone starts off with like a 35mm gun, which is fine. But the next upgrade you get is the last upgrade you get for, and this is not a joke, chat, for 3 tanks. You upgrade to a 75mm gun, and you're like, yay, I'm leveling up just like everybody else. By the time you reach 75mm gun, some of your opponents are using a 110mm cannon. You don't know that because you just started playing World of Tanks. Like, I just started playing World of Tanks. I'm going to play the Americans. Everything's going to be just fine. I'm going to upgrade. You did it. You upgraded to 75mm. By the way, they upgraded to beyond that multiple times. And when you upgrade, your next upgrade comes on the... Hold on. Let me check the World of Tanks thing here. Blah, 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 blah. We'll set this to tier. The very next upgrade is the... not the T2. Because the T2 was an okay medium tank. Because you enter the very first heavy tank, which is the T1 heavy tank. The T1 heavy tank uses the same gun as the M4A1 Sherman, the M3 Lee, and the not the M2 tank. I don't think the M2 uses the 75mm gun. No, it does, because it's the last 3 tanks. Uses the same damn gun. You upgrade, but you don't get any better. Meanwhile, your opponents get much better tanks. They are in significantly more heavily armored and armed tanks. Then combine all of that with the fact that the T1 tank, the first heavy tank in the US tank tree, has no engine power. You can't go uphill. It literally takes you forever to go uphill. The M4A1 is a rifle. The M4A1 is also a tank. And the M4, because M1 stands for model, A stands for variant. So Model 4 Variant 1, that's what that means. So the M4A1, it exists as the Sherman, the assault rifle, which is of course the M4, which everyone knows about, and the, what's that thing called? The M4 tank. The Abrams. It's our modern battle tank. That's just how America does its modeling system. It's you know... Is the Germans' way to go the Brits? I don't know. So anyway, in order to even level up as the US tank tree, which takes an incredible amount of patience, you have to be so goddamn good. You have to be so good it's crazy. You have to aim for the smallest of points at all times, because if you don't, your guns literally bounce every single time. You do no damage at almost any angle. You can't outrun any of your opponents. You literally are the slowest, crappiest tanks. The only way I found out to level the M3 Lee, I had to change my entire playstyle to level up the M3 Lee. I was trying to level up the M3 Lee, but it turned out I couldn't win a single fight against a single opponent of equal tank level. So I'm like, okay, what do? How do I even play this? And I realized that the M3 Lee couldn't beat other tanks. That's not a thing it can do. But what it can do, and this is the cool thing, it can play, in the World of Tanks, it can be an artillery guard. So what I did was I just guarded my artillery players. I literally parked with them. So wherever they went, I just parked like in the grass right next to them. And light tanks who were coming over across the map to kill them would run directly into me. I couldn't beat a medium tank. I couldn't beat a heavy tank. I could beat a light tank. Like, so if because of the fact that I could be a light tank, that's what I did. I beat light tanks until I was out of the tier. I just found where my allies were sniping from, stuck with the snipers, and just waited. because 100% of the time you had 2 to 3 light tanks rushing across the field trying to destroy your artillery. And so once they arrived, I engaged them. They're like, what are you doing here? And yeah, I know it's camping to a degree, but it was the only thing I could do as the M3 Lee to get out of that damn tier. M3 Lee was complete garbage. Interesting story, though. Anyone who's heard of and or played War Thunder, if you end up playing War Thunder, you'll find out that the M3 Lee has multiple guns. World of Tanks only let you play the main turret, whereas not in World of Tanks, in War Thunder, you were able to use both guns. And the M3 Lee also is ranked differently in a different tier, so the M3 Lee is actually pretty good in War Thunder. In World of Tanks, you can't see me shake my head, chat. I'm shaking my head, chat. It's bad. It's terrible. Terrible. Terrible, chat. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right, I played the Priest. I'm actually looking back on this, at my old World of Tanks stuff. Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. Oh yeah, but that Mastery Badge is not earned, that was for the T-34. I think it gave Mastery Badges to both. Okay, so, sorry about all that. So, what power score do you want to play at Haynes? He's trying to make his fusion work. It's already been broken. His friend needs his protection. $11-3? Sure. Go ahead and invite me, Haynes. Let's play a couple games. So, Fuyam, you're saying German's the way to go to Brits? Because all American turret guys were MLG Modern Warfare 2 quick scopers? Oh snap. Are those the fused ones? They're the fused ones. Oh shit. Oh shit, chat. This is the build that I wanted to make ultimately. I really wanted to make that build. But I sold my Tsunamis. That's my fault. I got greedy, chat. It's not true, actually. Just so we're all clear, I didn't sell the Tsunamis because I got greedy. I sold the Tsunamis because I wanted my Scorpion. One could call that greedy, I guess. I need another Scorpion, chat, but as you guys can see, I am not working towards it right now actively. Forgive me, chat. I'm actively working towards another. In this case, it's the... what am I doing? I forgot to build those things. Small tracks. Oh, which nation had the best tanks? Plural? Russia. In World of Tanks, it's a Russian game. What do you think? The game is made by Russians. Remember earlier when I said that it's not a coincidence that they're the only faction that had 2 tier 10 tanks? Think about that for a minute. They think their tanks are so good that they think an ancient Soviet era tank is superior to a new aged super Soviet era tank. They're like, no. Both of our tanks are the best. Both of our tanks are the best. And they couldn't figure it out. They're like, no, this thing has better armor and better spacing. No, this one is also better. And they're like, you know what? They're both better. Their final decision was they are both the best. No, Russian tanks are the best tanks. You want to get clapped at every tier? Russia. Russia brought tanks on every single tier in that game that were highly competitive. Germany had some great, highly competitive, great tanks at multiple points. Obviously, the legendary Tiger tank, legendary. Great tank. But the Russian tanks of the tier, comparable. Like, pretty much. Oof. Man, that guy was driving in the wrong direction. I'm trying to get this man, but I did not get to that man. I could not reach him with my broken arms, chat. Stuck in the glory days, man. I'm not mad at Russia, though. It's their game. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. There's a reason why I don't make tank-based video games. If I did, my American tanks would be the best at all tiers. I'd find a way to mess it up and do something like that. Only because, you know, I'm American. There's a little bit of Russian bias there. The sheer fact that they couldn't figure out between themselves which one of their own tanks is the best is the problem here. Like, it's not like there were like Americans or French coming in there. The truck part on my catch? Hold on. But it's not like they were asking like other countries' opinions. It's not like the French were being asked, "Hey, French people, tell me something. Which tank do you feel is best?" No, it was a Russian conversation in Russian between two Russians. Wait, what are you talking about in the catch? Truck part on my catch? But yeah, no. Conversation between two Russians, between each other, and well, that wasn't two Russians, but, you know, conversation between each other in Russian about which of their Russian tanks are the best. And they couldn't figure it out. So, you tell me which tank's the best. They're going to be the best. There's just a tidbit of Russian bias. That said, even though Russian tanks... best is a difficult term to quantify, though, in World of Tanks. What do you qualify as best? Fair enough, Fuya. Maybe I'll fix that. Maybe I'll look into that. So the reason why best is a difficult thing to quantify is when you attempt to say something is the best, you need to set up the reasons. The reasons why I say that the Russian tanks are the best is because the Russian tanks are comparable at every tier, have solid armor all around, and are good for all tiers of play, which means to say all levels of players. Like, if you're new to the game, if you're a veteran of the game, you're going to get a lot of mileage out of your tank. A lot of it. It's going to be crazy. Did Ethan just dive to its death? That's not good. Am I aggroed on by Emma? I am aggroed on by Emma. This is the first time I've seen Emma aggro. Stupid damn melee bot. Get out of here. Are you serious? Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna work my way over to that guy. White bear. Surprise! I know why you like it, Fuyum. It's because there's a lacerator at the bottom of it. Alright, I'm going to protect Haynes in case someone comes over here. Also, I'm going to cap Charlie at the same time. Alright, I have to intercept next because he's going to kill Haynes if I don't. Hopefully I'll be able to clear these little drones. There we go. Drones are cleared. Haynes is fine. I'm going to go after the drone launcher. Miss. He's running to friends. Very wise. Excellent. East? You want me to talk about East? East? Alright, what do you want me to talk about, Mega Mac? Are we talking about the East Coast? Do we want to talk about why we call things the Far East? VIP is granted as a role, Mega Mac. So if you want MVP, or VIP as it were, you get granted. This is not an automated process. You must request it, and or not request it, simply be there. William got VIP, because he made an incredibly hilarious joke, as well as the fact that he is one of my avid viewers who is here every day, more or less, and contributes in making some builds, like the build that he made earlier, Fuyum's build. Give me a second. Oh no, dog eat dog world. He ate me. No, chat. How the frack did he kill me? Was he using Big Boy Fire? He was using Big Boy Fire, wasn't he, chat? Yep. Damn it, we're up against people with super weapons. I hate when that happens. Well, I understand you've requested VIP, Mega Mac. Typically, VIP is given to those people who chat a lot in chat. So, to wax idiotic about East, real fast, do you want to say East Coast? The Middle East? Games that have the word East in it? It was your build, William. You were there. You were there. You made the build. I was there. You were there. You were like, put this here. Do these things with the things. You specifically stated it with your mouth. You were a part of that. You can't just say that you weren't there. Oh, he blew him up, but he didn't do it right. East Toast. All right. Whoa, I didn't even earn any points. Nani? That was brutal. So when you go Firebug, I'm sorry. Yeah, Firebug against Remedy, you're going to lose. Remedies are decent. They are not Firebug good. They do significantly less damage. They don't shoot as far. They don't shoot as fast. They're not as good. So I died instantly against that guy. Total clapping of the cheeks. I don't know what he hit though. I'm going to take a look at my build at the very start of this battle. Sweet. That's only a couple days away. How did he destroy me from the front? I don't know. I'm looking around. There's nothing explosive on my front, but he hit something. He hit something good, and I instantaneously died. So it's very possible that someone shot me in the back, and I wasn't paying attention. But that was like a head-on collision. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So, East Toast. I'll try to talk about East Toast. You know what? You got me stumped. I don't know much about East Toast. Not enough to wax idiotic about it. By the way, one of the things that you might notice is I lead my shots with the flamethrower, and that's because you have to. The flamethrower's projectile, yes, it has a projectile, is slow, very slow. So in order for you to hit things, you have to shoot where they're going, not where they are. Let's try and save my ally. Oh, Remedy dogs just eating each other up. The silliest back and forth chat. One Remedy dog eats another Remedy dog, eats another Remedy dog, eats another Remedy dog. Oh no! I'm being eaten by a Remedy dog! No! Who could have foreseen? Who could have foreseen? Talk about East Toast, please. I got nothing. East Toast rappers claim that they bump the best beats, but they don't. They don't, chat. West Toast. Other than that, I can talk about toast in general. Not by much, though. So, for those of us who do not know, you can actually, and this is only because East Toast was requested that I talk about, you can actually toast things on your own. You don't need a toaster to do it. Anything will do it. But, for example, you can actually hand toast something or pan toast something. And those things actually can end up better than if you put them into a generic toaster. Toasters are faster, but they're less precise. So, there you go. All hail West Bread. Thank you. West Bread? There's something coming over here, and I don't have a thing to see it. There it is. Nope. Not it. Oops, sorry. You don't want any of this. Did I do it? Did I do it, chat? Did I get all three? Oh no, Kochi, why? Why are you even here? You have ranged weapons that can be used from across the map. Why would you be next to this man when you could be so far away and safe? I love this build. Just a little bit of the poo gas. Just applying DPS directly to the forehead. I lost my lacerator. looking for tracks. I think the tracks go in this direction. Oh no, he used the forbidden jutsu, chat. The forbidden jutsu. He's not going to show up on radar.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty.
Feel my skill. I would have absolutely sworn I already rated your build. I would have sworn it. Alright, 1 second. I'm going to not ready up just so I can see this. One moment. I'm pretty positive I already rated your build. Yeah, I already rated your build. Were you here for that? Feel my skill? Yeah. So if I already rated your build, are you just trying to show off your build on a stream? Is that what's up? So, there are advantages and disadvantages to your build. You have all of your pyres set to different launch keys. This allows you to fire at people to bait out cloaks. That's a thumbs up. The downside is you have an anemic firepower for the power score. Other than that, I did mention that it appears to be some form of support build in Crossout. Those are few and far between. I think I gave it a 4. By the way, the front armor, and this is a 4 out of 10, the front armor on your build is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. It has well over 2,800 hit points, if I recall correctly. I'm not looking at it right now, but I think it had 2,800-ish or so hit points. So it's good because you can keep your front facing the enemy. It's good in that you can bait out cloaks because you have pyres on different firing keys. It's bad because it has an anemic firing attack value. Like, killing a player would be very difficult with that if it's a full build of comparable build type. Oh no. Mary. Get off him, Mary! Get off him. There we go. What's with these bots and aggroing? Normally the melee bots never aggro. Now they're aggroing from across the map. Oh, it's Alyssa. Thought this was a player. Nope. Good job, Emma. Emma beat Alyssa, which means I'm coming back to Bravo. We got enemies there. Enemies there. Okay, I need to very calmly drive backwards. Very calmly drive to the forwards. And then ram this sucker. He wants him. He's not getting him. No. 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 Bad Mike. Bad Mike. Come on, flamethrowers. Any day now, flamethrowers. God, remedies suck. Did I get him? I got him. Remedies do so little damage when they're not buffed by the Blight Kevin. Foom, tell him the meta on C-Dub. Meta C-Dub is typical, usually. I don't know. You've got your mix of porks in there. You have your mix of pure dogs. Like, all 4 dogs are back because of, well, the Mega Breakers fire. There you go. Thank you for answering that question, Megamac. See? And with that, Megamac, assisting the chat, helping people out, being a Chad, you've earned MVP. He meant mega meta, as in, like, the meta. Meta breakers. You know. Or is it MVP? Or is it EVM? I don't know. I'll do it in a minute. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the stream. Slap that follow button, they help. If you have Amazon Prime, don't give your money to damn Critical Role. They're millionaires. They don't need it. Give it to me. Hit me with that Amazon Prime sub. I'll take it. Hell yeah. I ain't proud. Okay, I'm doing so badly at this. Why am I doing so badly at this? I'm about to die to scorpions. Come on, I don't have much life left. Holy crap, this man is made of durability. How am I alive? On the next episode of You Shouldn't Be Alive. Gatlian, thank you for this Prime sub. Bombs ahoy! I appreciate it. And yeah, destructors are here. Everyone, say thank you to Scatlian for the subscription. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, that's right. I was doing that thing that I promised to do just now. One moment. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Roles manager. There's a lot of Megamax 9012s, Megamax. Kidding. Megamax, do me a favor. Try to say something in chat. Just type it out. Anything. Anything. Enjoy that. Enjoy that little diamond, Megamac. Enjoy it. And by the way, Scatalian, you now have a founder badge. That founder badge exists because you are one of my first 10 subscribers. What's up, 2022? Misty. Oh no! Misty's here. Misty, are you going to be on for a while? I need to know. This is important. Wait, no. I mean, this isn't about me taking my time. The question is, how long are you planning on watching this stream? You are the person who still has my request queue to play. You said the word this. I forget what this is, but you did get me the game. But that game. So if you're going to be on for a while... Get out of here, missiles. You're trash. If you're going to be on for a while, then that means that I'm going to swap to that game to complete the... well, what I owe. Not that I want to do this. Spark, save me, Spark! Spark! I don't know where the missiles are! Ow, 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 ow. Spark, thank you. Green flame, which means I'm actually doing damage instead of just lighting them on fire. Alright, we're going to cool off. Scatlian has the... He's got the emotes, chat! He's got the emotes! He's got the power! Nice! Koala Rapper is as good as dead. We got this. You sold your Mastodon already? You just got the Mastodon, like 4 to 5 days ago. Fair enough. So sometimes in this game, there are weapons you just don't like, and the Mastodon is definitely an acquired taste. It's you know, an extension of the Mammoth, and then the firing pattern is different because it's a negative press weapon, meaning you have to release the mouse button in order to fire it. So it's difficult, right? Haynes! Thank you for the subscription. Drop the bombs. The bombs are dropping in chat. You can see your characters getting blown up. Haynes, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it very much. I hope I'm doing the right thing. Making this stream very, very, very fun for you guys to watch. Clearly, it seems to be working. Well, I mean, if there's no relic that you like, then that would mean that your money means that you're now, with the money you have, you're open to getting a whole bunch of other weapons. Grenades. Okay, he got off my front. My team isn't helping. Nope, he got me. If you're looking to drop bombs, it is exclamation point bomb. Bravo, Oscar, Mike, Bravo, bomb. But you only get one bomb. Subscriptions get the bombs that totally rain all over the parade, as it were. Well, again, Scatlian, or I hope I'm mispronouncing it. Scatolanian. Wait. Ska. I'm not going to say scat. Ska. No, I have to, because there's two T's. Scatolanian. Scatolanian. All right. So Scatolanian, yeah, some people are really, really, really good with Mastos. Haynes seems to be really, really good with Tsunamis. Bloop. Yeah, he's doing well. So if you're really, really good with a weapon type, then let it rock. Having fused Mastos, if it's your thing, it's your thing. But there are weapons in this game that some people just do not enjoy. And if you don't enjoy them, then there's no point in keeping them. Like, it's really difficult to... Like, this is the reason why I got rid of my... not Emily's. I still have Emily's, though I'm considering getting rid of them. What are those things called? They're cannons. They're like the... They're like crossbows. I can't remember. The medians. I couldn't stand the medians. I didn't like them. I just didn't like them. They're good gun. Haynes bringing in the MVP. Carrying the crap out of the team with a spider walker. Well done. Actually, he did not get MVP. He was barely shy, but that doesn't matter. Spider walker hype. Big hype for the spider walkers, for those of us who do not know. I love spider walkers. Especially dual cannon spider walkers. I love spider walkers. Like, almost all of my builds that I love are spider walkers. Phoenix? Don't do it. Do not do Phoenix. Don't do it. I'll tell you right now, Phoenix has problems. Oh, Fuyum has a build that he wants me to take a look at. I will take a look at that. That makes sense. Catalinian. So wait, you didn't, since you never used them, you went in blind? You went in blind for the fusion? Are you rich? How much money do you have? Oof. Oh no. Oof. Yeah, that guy with breakers got me. No, wait, those aren't breakers. Those are thunderbolts. That guy with thunderbolts got me. That's swinging from the hip, Scatolinian. Like, no joke. That's impressive balls that you have. You just are like, I know I'm going to love this weapon. I'm going to fuse it. I'm never even going to use it. Yeah, fair enough. Dropping the bombs. Misty, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back. This January 1st. You'll be here a while, eating broccoli, shrooms, and green peppers, just chipping away at the spire with our remaining characters. Chipping away at the spire. Nani? Are you slaying the spire? Was the previous event's Scorpion Fusion the same as this event's Scorpion Fusion? The perfect fuse, i.e. reload speed, projectile velocity? Ah, crap, I didn't check Fuyum's build. That's me slapping my hand. I gotta do that. Alright, Misty. Alright, then we need to win this one. This is Haynes' last battle. He's done after this. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hug around Haynes because I have a feeling that, one, we have no bots. Two, they probably have dogs, and dogs are going to come after spider walkers as they do. That's right, I'm playing with a brain, chat. Activating play hard mode. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Don't clip that. So, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to hug right behind him. Okay, don't clip that either. And then, you know what? There's like nothing I can say at this point. You guys are just gonna make it dirty. Do it. There are already 2 dogs up here. We don't need a third. And yet I'm already up here because these dogs failed their jobs. We have 4 dogs chasing edgy little me. This guy is like out. He's like, no. All right, we're doing it. There we go. Uh-oh. Chat, no! Chat! Mistakes were made. These are the consequences. We're going to have to rely on Haynes' accurate, expert shots to bring us home. Excellent shot. See? We're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine, chat. F's in the chat. Never want to end up on their build. Never want to end up on their build. By the way, Misty, now that you are back to being subbed, you have access to all of the emotes that have been recently added to my stream. Went to the trouble of adding all sorts of rewards because people were like, we want rewards for watching you. Watching you isn't enough of a reward. And you know what? Fair enough. I can see that. Excellent shot. Jesus Christ. Haynes brought us to victory. Thank you very much, Haynes. I'm going to return us to the garage, or at least return to the garage, as that was Haynes' last match. An excellent match. And I know Skiller Pro's not here. What the? You can't just post links. And I know that he is not here, but everyone remember the day that I started crafting small tracks. The first small tracks, chat. The first small tracks. Because Misty's trying to do something, I'm going to permit. There's your permit. You have 60 seconds to post whatever it is you were trying to post. Remember, always request to post links, regardless of your status. Doesn't matter if you're subbed. Doesn't matter if you're dubbed. And yes, that is an anime joke. Wait, did you? Oh, is this literally? Oh no. Congrats on the new year, everyone. Once again, thank you, Willie's Brain, for reminding everyone that it is the new year and everyone made it the hell out of 2021. Let's take a look at Fuyum's Fire Badger. Ooh. I like this. So the interesting thing is you have to aim up to fire these because they're firing over something. They're firing over, well, armor, obviously. The 61 hit point APC half side panels. Good stuff. But wait, hold on a minute. That's what, 4, 8, 12, 13 energy. 13 energy. 14 energy. Wait. No, that's a ESP P1 charge, right? Hold on. What am I doing? I could just look. I did Scatlin. Or Scatlinian. I fused... No, I'm sorry. That is a lie. That is not true. I have 2 fused parsers, 2 fused destructors, and 1 parser and 1 destructor, both unfused. Nice. We did pretty well, Haynes. We did pretty well. Also, remember, and this is an aside for those of you who do not know, when you play Crossout in a group, once you play Crossout in a group, your opponents will always have a team on their side. So if you're in a group of two, on your opponent's team, there will be a group of two. I guarantee it 100% of the time. Wait a minute. It's the gas gen. Woo-wee! So chat, here it is. Fuyum's build. He is playing with fire. Hot fire. F-Y-I-A-H. Fire. Hot fire. So the reason why he's playing with hot fire, he's using a gas generator. Those are dangerous. So which of these always fires? Neither. Interesting. So the other interesting thing is this is a Remedy build. For those of you who want to know the difference between his build and my build, his build is a Remedy build. Mine is not. But you might be looking at my build and say, wait, you're using the Blight. Yours is a Remedy build. I say no to you. And you go, wait, but you're also using Remedies. Isn't it a Remedy build? It is not. So the reason why is because he is using a fused R2 chill. Fused R2 chills give 71% 71% cooling rate. RN seals still give base 69. So if you bring a singular RN seal that is not fused, it does not work as well as a fused chill. By the way, you'll note that I have these chills just sitting around. I'm literally waiting for a fusion event to show up that says I can fuse these, and I'm just going to fuse them together. Just like I'm going to fuse these Tamirs. I'm going to get those fused. Just bam, just fuse them. Because they're not doing anything right now. They're just sitting around, not taking up space for these, but they're just sitting around. I kind of want to just, you know, fuse them. Speaking of things that I keep forgetting to do, chat, I need to build a second mace. And a second Spitfire. I'm sorry, a second mace, which requires a sledgehammer and a Spitfire. If I recall correctly, that's going to take at least one Carjack. Going to take at least 2 Luparas. It's going to take at least 1 Aviator. God, I hope that's right. I want to waste my scrap on this stuff. Boop. 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 Craft. Yes. Doot. Doot. Good. That's true. So the perk bonus on the RN seal doesn't kick in at all until you're moving... Well, actually, no, it kicks in at all times. But what's interesting about this is that it doesn't track it at the bottom of the screen like every other perk, so you don't know how much of a bonus you're getting. Well, Scatolinian, I mean, the idea is that even if you want to fuse an RN seal, the idea is that you're rich. It's been proven by the statements you've made in chat. You're rich, man. You got in your crossout rich. You got fused not mastodons. Yes, fused mastodons, fused scorpions. You're just, you know, cranking it out. Not everyone has that kind of money. So like, and yet, like, that's one of the things that I always try and take into account. Like, a fused chill costs almost nothing. Almost any player can achieve a fused chill. Trying to fuse a RN seal means that you need 3 RN seals. Now, 3 RN seals are on PC pretty expensive. They're like 640 coins right now, which means that you'd have to spend 1,800 coins to fuse to get 1 RN seal fused. Sure, Haynes. Can you message that to me? In-game. Just go ahead and send me a whisper in-game with the link. I will check it. Is that a bot this guy's going after? He's not. That was a player. Ooh. I would have sworn that was going to be a bot. Alright. But yeah, no. 1,800 is a lot to ask a new player to pay for just some cooling. And I know that it's not just some cooling, but it's just some cooling. Oh no! Who could have foreseen? All right, we're going this way now. Why are all the hovers around me? They're like all here all of a sudden. I was looking for a hover, couldn't find one for the life of me. Now they all just showed up. They're like, look at us. We're the targets. Hey, you stop that. Hey, quit it. All right, there we go. Let's go back to the hover. So this guy is hurt. I'm not going to attack. Oh, no, he's not hurt. I'm an idiot. Chat, no, I'm dumb. Stupidity strikes again. All right, screw it. We're just going all in. We don't have a choice. This is what happens when you F up, chat. I thought that he was hurt and was looking in looking in the correct direction, but I thought his guns were facing down, so I was like, oh, he's missing legs, so I won't shoot him. I'm gonna get behind him. I was already behind him. Problems. Thus getting me shot. Both my ammo crates are a smoking. Billing C's is at Alpha. Is he that hover? Did the hover make it that far? We're going this way because everyone else is going that way. This is what's known as a pincer. Where did he go? Are we fighting ghosts? You sold all of your fused B? You can't sell fused items. Where is this guy? How did he do that? Did I lose my engine? I did. 100 kph, not good, chat. Alright. So let's see here. Oh, so to send the link in-game, you have to put a space and then type any letter. Just put like the letter A or something like that. You cannot send blanket links in Crossout for some crazy reason. You have to actually type something. Oh, the day has reset. Incoming gift. Looks like it's a surprise under the tree thing. If you're in Crossout, etc., log in. Come get your gift from Gaijin. It looks like it's a CK. Oh my goodness. For the Impulse, no. I do have so many Thunderbolts, but I already have a Thunderbolt CK. This is the second time they've offered that Executioner 88 CK. I'll sit on this. I haven't thought of what I want. Anyway, it's a CK, chat. It's a CK. Tsunami Spider. The Nami Spider. So, for those of us who do not know, Nami Spiders were classic and have been for a while. They clap hard. Let's see just how good these fused Namis are. I did hit that, just so you know, there was a thing moving back and forth that I hit. You were mentioning about that, Scatolinian. You were mentioning that on PS4, you have like infinite money because of the ability to, because the market is entirely unregulated on PS4. Man, this takes me back. All right, so step one, let's take a look. Is it a fused? Oh no! Oh no! Is there enough time? You have 1 day. Hold on. Did it. Haynes. You have 1 day to fuse your Tsunami, to fuse the Step Spider cabin. If you are a Tsunami player, if you're a Spider player, fuse it. This is a perfect fusion. I don't know when these things show up. It doesn't matter, but this is a perfect fusion. It gives you so much more mass to play with. It is no joke. This genuinely brings the Step Spider from medium cabin to heavy cabin with 12 energy. I highly recommend this fusion. I cannot recommend this enough. If you have the time, if you have the money, if you're able to get a second Step Spider cabin, get it and fuse it. Especially if your Tsunami Spider build is your primary build. Anyway. These these are standard Namis. These are not fused. I thought you had fused Namis. Haynes, are you in chat? Looking at 2200 durability, that's good for a spider. Looking at expanded ammo pack, that's good. It comes with radar. Hidden. Very nice. Wrong link. Much better version. Ooh. So this instance is interesting. It looks as though you've used the Doppler instead. So, fuse Namis. Perfect. Thumbs up. We're going to test drive this. So right now I'm just testing projectile velocity versus the projectile drop from the originals. These are good. So what I do, Scadlinian, I sacrifice the 1 energy for the averter. I know that that sounds silly, but I only have 1 scorpion. So I protect the 1 scorpion with the averter right now. So far, so good. This thing... does this have the reload module on it? It feels like it does. Let's find out. It doesn't. So, 11,000 power score, not bad. Fuse Namis, super thumbs up. I'm going to actually talk about his build in a moment, in detail. I can't spin it. There we go. I'm going to talk about this build in a moment in detail because there's pretty cool stuff. Let's see here. Heavy frame, interesting. Could be different. Tsunami height, just above spider eyes, not bad. Side armor connected pretty well. Crane plow, I assume, is to prevent melee, or at least to prevent damage to the frame. Six legs because, obviously, sometimes you just can't afford to be legged. Ooh! Fused PU1 charge. That's sexy. Not gonna lie, chat. This is sexy. Alright. Okay, so let's start on geometry. The geometry of the Tsunami Spider is standard. Most people understand this to be what Tsunami Spiders look like. There are a couple things that you can do with Tsunami Spider, specifically with the Step Spider cabin. What you can do is you can actually half mount or partial mount the Tsunamis behind the cabin. He does not do that. He's doing this up front. The reason why there are advantages and disadvantages to everything, the advantages to mounting this up front is accuracy. Mounting it further back means that your facing matters more. So they have to be more directly in front of you if you mount them further back. So this is more of an offensive rather than defensive setup. For those of us who do not know, his rear armor is exceptional. Not even gonna joke. His rear armor is probably greater than his front armor. He's put his engine. It's about 333 durability. He's got my personal favorite radar in the entire video game. This is probably one of my favorite items in the entire game and one of the most hit point dense items in the entire game. The Doppler covering his rear. Hit points dense mean no, it is the most hit point dense item in the game. Hit points density means that it is a 2x2x3 and it has 431 durability. For those of you who don't know, if you think the train plow, this super plow up front has a lot of durability, it only has 416 durability and is a 8x4x4, I think it is. Yeah, 8x4x4. So it's a lot larger. It eats a lot of incidental damage. It will get torn off of you more likely than the Doppler. The Doppler, however, can be used to protect sensitive components. He is using that to protect his rear, which is good, though it is mounted on top of his ammo crate, which could be bad. But it is what it is. Other than this, front armor is decent. He's got a... Yep. So just so we're clear, Ammunition crate, mounting the Doppler on the ammo crate means that they can blow you up anyway, and just ignore that. You can use your Doppler to protect your engine and your ammo crate by mounting it directly to the engine behind here, etc. This is really, really good. Heavy frame is good if you're fighting against being framed. So for example, if you don't want to be framed, use heavy frame. But you are currently sitting at what appears to be mass limit, which is 30 away from mass limit, and you have parts left. You can, if you're feeling spicy, convert 1 or 2 of these heavy frames, because I believe you have 3, or do you have 2? You have two heavy frames. You convert the heavy frames into smaller frames, light frames, if you feel confident. If you do that, though, put the 8x4 in the front and the 6x4 in the back, because high explosives are going to hit you, and those damage your frame, and if you lose your frame, you lose your legs. So that additional mass can be converted into hit points, because you can put, obviously, more stuff on. This is decent side armor. The reason why I'm using the word decent is technically it could be better, but it's good. It's using my favorite part in the entire game, and I don't know what is up with me in the hard module. I just love I love the module. It's great. Yeah, that's being attached to the side of Tsunami, which is fine, because if you lose the Tsunami, that's the whole point of the side armor, is to protect the Tsunami anyway. The spacing is good. Typically, you'd want it to be, I think, 1 more. So if you mount this sideways, you want the spacing of at least 4. I know that doesn't sound like it makes much sense, but the reason why is the majority of blast radiuses in the game come in varieties of radiuses of 2 or up to radiuses of 3.5. So if you have 4 distance, it means that the Tsunami is at least out of those blast radiuses or radii. If we have 27k on any platform, you should probably know what to do with it. No, that's not entirely true. Like, it might be the first time you reach that level of money. Let's continue on with the build. So this is an interesting point here. Clearly, this is the defensive structural piece, and so on and so forth. And this is tied, though it feels weak. And that might be because it's attached to the wing panel. So this entire rear segment isn't very durable, but I'm going to be completely honest with you, chat. That's not necessarily going to matter on a spider. From what I've gathered, when people hit you from the back, they're going to hit you from the back anyway. So, other than that, it's pretty dang decent. I like the front armor. It uses, I think these are 94 hit point parts or something like that. Yep, 94 hit point parts. Very good. So, upsides and downsides. The upsides of the front armor here. The upsides of the front armor are that you have a lot of it up there. This is good versus certain types of damage, specifically if you're face tanking bullets. So for example, if you've got people with Arbiters, if you've got people with Vindicators, if you've got people with Punishers, this armor is exceptional. And the reason why it's exceptional is because it's side facing. You're presenting a 2, I'm talking about these in particular. You're presenting a 2 by, at most, this tapers, but we're going to assume by 2 by 2. Target for them to fire at. So if they're shooting at the front of your build, they're going to shoot this off immediately, and they're going to immediately start working on this secondary armor. But because the armor is spaced, some damage will go to the cabin, some damage will go to this, and some damage will go to this. It spreads the damage across multiple parts, and that is good. However, you should consider something more along the lines of, and I'm not saying copy my build, something more along the lines of layered spaced if you're trying to fight against cannons. If you're fighting against high explosive armor, you're going to want to have large chunks that they can eat through, or alternatively, frame armor. And I know I don't have an example. I do have an example of this, actually, of my own. Boop. Even though it's not on the front, it's on the rear. So there's something called, basically, spaced armor exists for a reason. And it exists because of the 7-pin damage rule. If I could find it. But I can't, because I'm being bad. On this, it looks like it has no rear armor whatsoever. And it doesn't. That the backside of this build is completely unarmored, and yet damage that comes in is prevented. Why? And the reason why is because of these. Your gun mounts are very important. If you're attempting to block damage but not take damage, you want to use a gun mount. They have damage pass-through, but damage pass-through is still limited to 7 pins. 7 pins in is nothing. It's empty. So this means that damage is just reduced by 90% in the rear basically dead ass from the, like, just outright. When you're making a build very similar to that, oop, 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 1 second. When you're making a build that has that's trying to protect the front, like Haynes, you can choose to, you can even choose to do both. When you're attempting to protect, dang it, stop doing that. When you're attempting to protect your front, you can choose to either have a build like this or a build using the structural parts. Because this build doesn't use structural parts basically anywhere, it means that those structural parts are out there and available for use. A couple of things. When you do a build in Crossout, one of the things that you're going to want to do is almost always put a gun mount on it. Not to mount your guns upon, necessarily, but because a gun mount has a lot of durability. For those of us who do not know, and this is just a minor aside, gun mounts only have 38 hit points. However, they feature 90% damage pass-through. 90% damage pass-through means they take 10% damage, which means you multiply the durability of 38 times 10. It has 380 hit points. This particular part. Yes, the damage passes through and can be dealt to other things, but this particular part can keep your build structural for a very long time. So, an example of me using that, well, down there, I use this on my raid build in the back because of the fact that it's good to have just structural parts. Even though this build does not have them, they have printed parts. Printed parts are the exact same thing, they're just halved, and they're half as large so that you can fit them elsewhere. I think Flamey Boy doesn't use them either. Flamey Boy uses printed parts, Richie doesn't use them at all. So when the front armor, when you see these builds, like this hover build looks like, what are these? What are these right here? They are the structural parts. They're there to help space the damage away from you. Scorpions are hard to use now because they don't respect the 1.5 block rule anymore. They do. Oh, right, they don't. So yeah, Scorpions don't use. So he's what Scatolinian is referring to is Scorpions used to have a projectile size of 3x3. So even though it looks like, you know, this narrow little laser, pew, in reality it's had the same projectile size as Tsunamis and as everything else. So basically, it was actually a 3x3 projectile. So it's actually very large. So a 3x3, for those of us who don't know, is this. Scorpions used to fire this whenever they fired. So if you had a gap on your vehicle smaller than a 3x3, the Scorpion could not fit through. And in fact, currently, cannons have the same problem. A cannon cannot fire through a gap this size, because the cannon projectile will hit will pass through another part, and it will hit that part, and it can't go through. So yeah, Scorpions got super buffed, and then they had to nerf Scorpions down. You know why, chat. You know why. They had to nerf it down back a little bit, because Scorpions were literally perfect, and at that point, way overpowered. So they toned those down just a little bit. It's not that all parts have a 1.5 block around it, Scatolinian. It's all parts, or all projectiles are actually a 3x3. And when they reduced the size of the Scorpion is now, what are those things called? Not engineers. No, it's engineer, not engineers. Doesn't matter, I can do it here. Scorpions now fire this. Scorpions now fire a 2x2. So whenever you see a Scorpion projectile, it's actually a 2x2 brick flying at you. Bloop. And it can fit through any 2x2 square, like this. It used to be a 1x1. After they buffed it, it used to literally be a 1-pin wide shot, and that was too strong. They were like, whoops, we effed up, because that 1-pin wide shot meant that you could see that? This is actually unhittable by any weapon. This expanded ammo pack cannot be struck right now. It's going to be blocked by anything. At a 1-pin by 1 pin, you could fire straight in and shoot it directly. Hit scan weapons don't. Here, look, I'll prove it. I have... Hold on. Don't I have a hit scan weapon? Got a hit scan weapon around here somewhere, don't I? That's not a shotgun. Not a shotgun. I don't. Exhibition. Doesn't matter. We're going to go with one of the best hit scan weapons that I can think of. Aspect. Why not? We were talking about the aspect earlier. I'm fairly positive that hit scan weapons will miss. There's no block that's around you. Greetings, Friendship Bunny. So, like, for example, you can miss. So, just so we're clear, it looks like I might be hitting that guy, and I am. That's not due to a block. And that's because of the fact that point of aim from each weapon is different. I need a hold on. Let me find a gun that has only one. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'll do this myself. Use Fat Jack. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Get out of here. I'm going to do this the right way. We're going to use any hit scan weapon. Doesn't matter. Test drive. All right. So, there... I don't think we have different game engines. In Crossout, like, there is no 1.5 block area. So, for example... So the reason why this is hitting is because the projectile, the point of aim and point of whatever the hell is off. Where's my damn scope? Any scope will do. Get out of here, Carjack. Oh yeah, that's right. I should be crafting something. Give me a second. It is exciting, Friendship Bunny. I was up to 22 people earlier, and a bunch of people subscribed. Thank you for the subscriptions for everyone who did subscribe, by the way. I appreciate it. The TS1 Horizon should do just fine. And I want point of aim to be as close to this as possible. Get rid of you, get rid of you, it doesn't matter. You can put anything on this. Ghost Bum, thank you for the follow, Ghost Bum. Interesting. Oh. Am I stupid? Are those on the same button? Why wouldn't they be on the same button, chat? I could be entirely wrong. Maybe there is a 1.5 thing around every single hitbox. I don't think so. Well, I'll be danged. This is something even I did not know. It looks as though he's right. There's like 1.5 pins. Like it auto targets to the object. Like I'm shooting the ground, and this is very interesting. Watch this. It's not that it's hitting it on the projectile path. The projectile is taking an entirely different path. The projectile is aiming towards the block. See that? Very interesting, chat. We just learned something ridiculously stupid. See? The projectile is literally coming from the point of aim and slamming left. Like you can see the tracer, though it's very difficult to see in the snow. No, he's right. Scatolinian is absolutely correct. There appears to be additionally a 1.5 pin distance around everything. Look at that. I'm not even aiming anywhere near it, and I know my point of aim is correct. Right? Yeah, my point of aim is correct. You can actually see the barrel of the gun. The game refuses to make me miss. Hit scan weapons, yo. Hit scan weapons. We all learned something today, chat. Mark the date. Around every single build, around every single part, there's a 1.5 apparently block radius that sucks enemy fire into it. That is 100% accurate, yeah, though. I've noticed that. Like, that's what everyone usually does. You want to aim over someone's build to hit them in the weapons. Hold on a second. Gotta test something. Now I'm interested. So the Scorpion shouldn't do this, but neither should the... Does it? Is this horizontal only? I think it's only horizontal. Catalinian, is this horizontal and vertical? No, it's gotta be vertical. It's gotta be vertical. Weird. Then maybe the destructors also lack that, because I was able to fire directly under that. I'm not in control of these things. I think the sub goal... No, hold on a second. The sub goal will include all the efforts that were done today, I promise you. It just doesn't update. Huh. We're learning so much. However, let's finish with Haynes, because Haynes requested a rating of this build. I would give this out of Tsunami builds, which is to say out of Tsunami Spider build, which is to say of that very specific genre of weapon and spider build, I would say this is a solid 7 out of 10. There are things you can do better. You can reduce the mass consumption. Exactly. Friendship Bunny knows what's up. So you can reduce the mass consumption, that way you can get even more armor onto the build. You can, of course, fuse the cabin, but then again, this is a rating regardless of fusion of the cabin. You can space your armor better. Oh, one other thing. This is actually really cool, by the way, Haynes. You can do what I normally do, and that's put the radar in the front. You can take this directly from me. Boom. See this? This is a train plow that doesn't interfere with your guns. You can do something like this. Train plow directly into, if you have it, the bibbity bobbity boobity. Into the puncher. I really didn't know about the 1.5 block rule, Scalinian. I assumed, because that was they claimed it was a projectile size. That was the projectile size. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Maybe that was maybe that's not 1.5 blocks. Maybe it's that there's an actual projectile size of bullets, even hit scan bullets. Could that be possible? Give me a second. Because this thing is still firing a 2x2 brick. It should still hit. See? But the other weapon wasn't fixed. Exhibition. The crossbow. Not the toadfish. The spike. Any spike. It doesn't matter. Give me a spike and a neutrino. Neutrino. Give me this. Any spike with a linear neutrino. Any one neutrino. One spike. I just need one with one spike. One spike, please. Fine, this one. Doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, the Scorpion is not a hit scan weapon. That's correct. So one of the weapons that was updated was the spike, and they did not revert the buff to the spike. See? So this can get much closer to your target without hitting. Because the spike projectile size was reduced by 75%. 75% of 3 is effectively 2. So, yeah, shotguns and machine guns are hit scan. The old kaiju is hit scan. But do you see what I'm talking about? It's not that there's a 1.5... No. Scatolinian. It's not... The effect seems identical. The end result is the same. There is a way to hit people without aiming directly at them is effectively the end result. That's the same. But the way that it's being achieved is not the way you think. The way that it's being achieved is because each weapon has its own hitbox. Even hit scan weapons have a hitbox for their shot, clearly. It's a cone. It's gotta be. One second. We're figuring it out right now. So the weapons that got buffed in the patch 5 patches ago, the reason why I went specifically to the spike is because of this. I'm able to fire right past them. The spike received a 75% decrease to projectile size. And so the projectile of the spike is just under 1 something pin. It's the reason why I'm able to fire right next to the build and have the spikes miss. Because the projectile size is what got smaller. That in this instance, this means that even hit scan weapons have a projectile size of what appears to be something like 2 pins. Like, it's not that there's a hovering hitbox around everything, and then they said, oh, we're gonna modify the hovering hitboxes of everything so that the Scorpion doesn't obey the 1.5 rule. They didn't do that. Scorpion's hitbox used to be a 3x3. It used to be the exact same size as a Tsunami. They just shrunk it. No, there's no ghost area. There's no ghost area around any block. Every block has the exact hitbox that it shows. Every block is exactly what it shows. What I'm saying is, weapons have a projectile size of 1 pin. So they have a pin at least this big. The pin of the projectile has to be this large. And when that comes in contact with any part of the hitbox, it damages the hitbox. Hit scan weapons, apparently, and I didn't expect this, have a hitbox of apparently like 1.5 pins. So when you fire a machine gun, it will hit the hitbox of the machine gun will hit the part, and then it will shoot the part clearly. No, things that are hit scan don't have to be 1 pixel. You can have a hit scan that is the size of a brick, and that's what they're doing. It's the size of 1 pin. Every gun, apparently, regardless of whether or not it's a Scorpion or whatever, it's treated as a like, for example, hold on, the median also I think was buffed in this way. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember the patch notes. It's been a while. So, like, the spike and the median are considered, like, precision weapons. This is a terrible build. So, as a precision weapon, I can miss right next to the build. No, no, you're not wrong. Does this thing have a second weapon on it? It does. It has, like, an Emily or something. But so I need to ignore the Emily projectile. No, Scatolinian. So different weapons have different projectile sizes, is what I'm saying. Machine guns have a projectile size, apparently, of 1.5 pixels. Machine guns do. Which weapon do we want to test? We can do this right now. We're doing it right now, chat. We're doing it, chat. We're getting deep. We're getting deep. We may as well. I see no reason not to. Dang it. Unfortunately, this is going to hit no matter what because one of the guns is side-mounted, I'm pretty sure. But that cannot remotely be accurate. So, for example, here's the reason why that can't remotely be accurate. It's not no matter the gun. For example, Tsunamis have a much larger blast radius. We'll just use Tsunami Spider here. So Tsunami Spider's radius, or I'm sorry, so the Tsunami Spider has a brick size or a cannon size of 3 bricks. It's 3 pins. So it's not 1.5, it's 3. So you should be able to miss by barely anything, not even barely anything. You should be able to fire relatively close to someone and still connect. Because I was testing this with explosive velocity stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not able to reproduce that right now. Did that get changed? Because I know that you can't fit a... You cannot fit a Tsunami shot in between into a 3x3 hole. That's not possible. So for example there, I should have missed. So with a scope, you should be able to shoot 2 blocks off and hit. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's give it a try. All right, we need to set up a target. I love testing, chat. We're doing it, chat. We're deep in the testing now. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. So we're going to grab any frame. We're going to do an 8x4 frame. I got to make a levee with holes. Then we're going to grab any cabin. It really doesn't matter, but we're going to use the cohort. And then we're going to set a test brick. And we're going to know that this is brick 1. And so that's brick 1. And then we're going to have, what do we want? We'll have the first spacing be 3. Second spacing be 2. Last spacing be 1. There we go. So we have 3, 2, and 1 spacing between each, right? So test drive it so it exists. Grab the build because I don't want it to flip over. We're going to put something here and something here. We're going to go to the exhibition and we're going to grab a tsunami. No, median's fine. We'll just do a median. And test drive it. Oh, well, 4 and 5 it's definitely going to miss. It's got to miss at 4 and 5. So this has spaces in between it. So we're going to retry that because I just realized that I forgot that the median has that weird problem of it being dramatically inaccurate if you move at any point in time and you have to be at complete stop for that to work. There. So this fires between the 4 gap, and I already proved that it fired between the 2 gap. This should not fire between the 1 gap under any circumstances. Alright. I think that's lined up. I think both barrels are lined up. Yeah. Didn't fit through. So, it's the gun. I promise you it's the gun. So watch this. We're going to take the exact same setup, and we're going to use any other gun. Machine gun. Any machine gun. Nobody's going to have a machine gun in line. I'm going to have to make my own, aren't I? Build a tank. I could build a tank, Willie's brain, but for right now we're testing projectile like bullcrap. If I'm right, then no cannon should be able to fire through that. No, it's not that there's theories. Your theories are sound. It's that there isn't a 1.5 thing around everything. It's the projectile size. Every projectile here. I'll even what is it? The exhibition. The not the toadfish. Not the toadfish. I don't believe they buffed the toadfish. I know they buffed the spike. Oh, watch this though. The phoenix won't work. They did not buff the phoenix in this way. So if you fire the phoenix, it's going to stick, I believe, even on the 4x. I believe it's going to even hit on that. How long ago did you do your testing? See? Like, I didn't aim over there. It went over there. Well, it is very possible that things have changed in that time. But I didn't do, because I played 2 years ago, but I didn't do testing 2 years ago. See? Do you see how it gets, you can see its path, and then it sucks over to it. It sucked over to the part. It went like it was going straight, and then it sucked right. It went like it was going left, and then it sucked left, right? That's because this thing's hitbox, the hitbox of these weapons is so large. So, when you use that similarly with any other gun, like these things, miniguns, right? The miniguns, when they fire, even though they're a hit scan, will suck over to the part because it's going to be inside the hitbox of the weapon itself. So even hit scan weapons project a hitbox. You know what would be amazing? Hold on. Not Arbiter. Aurora. I want an Aurora and a What's that scope called? It doesn't matter. Aurora neutrino. I highly doubt I'm going to have a singular aurora neutrino. This is going to be difficult. Wait, is this... Tell me these aren't on the same weapon. Nope, they're on the same thing. This one? This might work. Alright. So for example, let's see if this thing has a hitbox. I'm trying to line it up with open air. See? The Aurora doesn't. The Aurora's hitbox is really small. It physically has to intersect with the object. If I move just a little bit over here to the left, that will stop happening. Oh, you mean horizontal? Sure. I need that one. Alright, so if we're going to do this, we're going to need... Bottom, we'll say, is there. 1. We're going to do the 4. Then we're going to do 3, which will start up here. Right? Nope. There's 3. There's your 2-hole. Nope. That's the 2-hole. There we go. Exhibition. We're gonna go to this build. We're gonna try firing through there. I think the Aurora may actually be able to do it, even though it's mounted too high, but we'll see. So I don't think I can because the Aurora is mounted too high. I need a lower mounted Aurora. I don't own an Aurora anymore. No. I live for this. Chat lives for this too, right, chat? Don't all say yes at once, chat. Whoa. Don't spam the chat, chat. Slow down. Slow down. I can't wait when people see this on YouTube. They're going to be like, oh, chat must have exploded with comments. No, it didn't. Nobody said a damn thing. All right. Don't make them so deep? What do you mean? Yeah. I wonder... Actually, exhibition. The build that I'm thinking of, the crossbow. I can never remember it. It's a spike. I know it's the spike. With the spike. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Real American hero. I need a thing. Neutrino this up. Any spike build that doesn't have 3 different points of aim would be great. Whatever. I think I'll just go with this one. I think I used it before. Like, this will fit through here. The bottom one, of course, was aiming too low, so it didn't do it, but it will fit. This is the problem with 3 of these. Just look at where the first one goes, because the other 2 are on 2 low points of aim. So those 2 did go through. That one didn't. So the spike has a 1-pin wide hitbox. The Scorpion has a 2-pin wide hitbox. So, like, if we do this exact same build and we use a Scorpion... Even though I have a Scorpion, I won't. We're going to use any Scorpion build. Actually, my favorite Scorpion build. This is my favorite build on the exhibition. Not going to lie, chat. Every single time I need to test a Scorpion, I'm like, I need this one. This will easily fit through this gap and miss. Okay. Let me shut the hell up and try that again. This will fit through this gap and miss. It's 2 pins wide. I should be able to pull this off. Barely. Oh, that's right. I can't pull it off because it's 2 pins wide. I need this to be lower mounted to do that. Not neutrino. Yeah, whatever. Neutrino. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I love these builds. Please, no. Who decide? Here we go. This is slightly lower mounted. I don't think I can get this through because it's 2 pins wide. And the firing point is so high. There! I did it! I did it! I managed to get the Scorp through on 2 pins wide. But I accidentally changed my point of aim and hit it on the next shot, even though I fired it in the exact same spot. Because the front of the build dipped down. But you get it, right, chat? Like, right now, I'm firing literally 1 pin away from that next point. It is impossible to fit a Scorpion shot through here. This will hit either the top or the bottom. It doesn't matter where I aim. It's going to hit one of the other. It can't fit through because the Scorpion is a 2-pin wide projectile. It is very barely possible to fit it through this bottom target. Like, no one's even trying on those upper ones. It's not even possible. But it's very barely possible to fit a Scorpion shot through. See? Barely. Barely. If I move any up, it'll probably... That's 2 pixels higher. 3 pixels... Up 5 pixels higher now. So this is 8 pixels higher than it was last time. Ooh. Scorpion's not hit and miss at all. There we go. So there is a... Let me try something. Let's try for the upper projectile. Maybe I can fit it through this gap, chat. Like, it seems that if I aim a little higher... No, it's tracking onto either of those beforehand. It's probably not going to make it. Nope. No, I know what you're saying. Scalenian. I can do that. Why not? Any parts. We're gonna go with bumpers. We're gonna grab 1 block deep parts. This is not 1 block deep. Good job, me. Excellent. We're gonna start with the bumper catch. This is block 01. The next one will be 4 away. The next one will be... That's 3 on the 4th one, 2 and 1 away. Alright. And then we're going to grab... what do we want to fire with? Seal clubbing at its tippity top maximum finest, chat. Under no circumstances is that going to hit. That's just going to go right through. So going on to the next one. Try that again. I believe I can fit it through this. I believe in it, chat. Chat, we gotta believe. We gotta believe that we can fit this through this freaking gap. There has to be a way. Come on, come on. Let's get real close. Let's just, because right now, you know, I'm far away. All right, here we go. That doesn't help, chat. All right, here we go. But no, mathematically, it should be basically impossible for this Scorpion to fit through that gap. This is a gap of 2 pins. In order for me to fit this shot through that gap, it should be able to. Just so we're clear, chat. It should be able to. It exists in the realm of possibility for this to fit. But it should barely fit if I ever make it succeed. Like, by barely, I mean I'd have to find the exact correct pixel to fit it through. Otherwise, it's going to hit either left or right. But as you can see, when the Scorpion hits it, the Scorpion shot goes straight from my barrel, like like directly through the object. It doesn't float near it. Like I'm sure you guys are noticing that the projectile itself suddenly like sucks over to the part that it thinks that it's supposed to hit. So you cannot fit a Scorpion through there, but I bet you can with a crossbow. Spike should probably be able to do this. Come on, single spike. They should allow you, when you're searching for a build on the exhibition, to delineate the number of spike. Wait a minute, you can. Let's just set the power score up to 5,000. Let's set the power score as low as 4,000. Get that spike out of here. Come on. There we go. I'm a genius, chat. I'm a genius. There is a 100% chance that me even casually firing that through there is going to go right on through with no chance of hitting. All right, here we go. I believe, in my heart of hearts, the spike can fire through here. See? Yeah. The spike has a smaller projectile size. It will easily fit through. They did this in 4 patches ago. The spike has a projectile size of 1. It's a 1x1 projectile. You know what it won't fit through? This one. I would have to be the best player in the fucking world in order to make this shot work, chat. And so I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make this shit work. Okay, here we go. Damn it! Alright. So there you go, Scalinian. Every weapon has a projectile size. All of them. It's determined somewhere. I don't know where. Certain weapons have smaller projectile sizes than others. This did not used to necessarily be the case, but they started giving each weapon individual projectile sizes. And the projectile size of certain weapons is very, 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 very small. That would be all of the crossbows. I don't believe it's the toadfish. You know what? I'm going to test it. We're here. We're here. We're doing it. I don't believe it's the toadfish. But I'm pretty sure it's not the toadfish. We're gonna fire. How did he get 2 toad? There's not a 1 toadfish build, but a 2 toadfish build. All right, we're gonna try and line this up in such a way that only one fires. I can't tell which one it is. We're going for a different toadfish. But they did. They updated the changes. This is the same one, isn't it? They did update the changes. There we go. Here we go. They let everyone know that they were changing the hitboxes. All right. I do not believe the toadfish was updated, but I will check right now. We're testing it live, chat. Easy. I forgot the toadfish fires too. If it's been buffed, then the toadfish can fit through here. If it has not been buffed, the toadfish cannot. It has been buffed. So the spike and the toadfish both have a projectile size of 1. Insane. And then, of course, there's a 0% chance it's going to go through there. Ah, it hit them both. Anyway. Yeah, so crossbows of all kinds with the exception of the Phoenix. So I guess I should say single-shot crossbows. The median. No, wait, no. No, we did not prove that. I believe it's the median, but we didn't prove it. I'm pretty sure I saw the median had it. No, not that one. I'm pretty sure I saw the median had a projectile size shrinking. I'm not ignoring Friendship Bunny Welly's brain. All right. Easily went through. I don't know if I can get a hit scan through this, but we'll try. Yep, there it is. Pew! Median is included in this. So the median and the, yeah, this should do like, yeah, 150 each, yeah. There's no way I'm gonna fit this shot through. Not possible. Just isn't possible, chat. Oh yeah, that's right. We want a hit scan. Sure. We're gonna choose something low power score. We're gonna choose a high power score weapon, so there's few of them. You're not wrong. Punisher. Perfect. Ish. Starter car. Get out of here with that. This guy. We want the Punisher, and we want a Reno. Thankfully, there's a lot of people who want their Punishers on like this. Where's the neutrino? Amazing. What a Chad. All right, well, this hit scan will go through the first one, right? It won't even go through the first one? Oh, wait, that's right, because it's a 1.5. No. I need a better gun than this. Okay, not the neutrino. What's the scope? What is the Oculus? No. You are a visor. Really? This is the PC, man. Of course that would. People do everything. But no, it appears that the projectile size of the Punisher is much too large. Ugh. But yeah, no, I mean, it's pointless to even try, because as you just saw, the Punisher, which is a perfectly accurate gun, cannot fire through even this gap. Oh wait, it can! One shot went through! Oh, it's because the origin point of the bullets isn't the same. Look, chat. It's a perfectly accurate gun, but the impact points are entirely different because of the fact it fires from 4 different barrels. Wrong gun, chat. Can't do it with this one. Different gun. Whoops, didn't mean to download this. Cancel. No. It's because that was a bad choice. This is the reason why you don't choose that. You choose the Aspect or the Vindicator. And we need a lower build. We need a slightly higher build. People aren't going to ever have one Aspect. The odds of them having a single Aspect on a build is 0. But this is the same difference. The point of aim is still entirely different. So I have to build my own. 1 second. All right. Yeah, I'll just test it on a shitty MG. Let's just save this. 1 second. Wait, I don't need to save this. Do I? No, I don't. I'm going to remove this. Build my own. We're going to get the most accurate cabin in the game. Not that it's going to change jack. Put that here. Torero. Not that that's going to change anything. We're going to add some wheels. It doesn't matter. Shitty hermits. Normal hermits. Any machine gun. The Vector, which is... We'll use a Spectre. Why not? And then we'll put a... Any part. Doesn't matter. Neutrino. I have plenty of shitty machine guns. What are you talking about? And just in case I want to keep firing, I'm going to grab a kill, whatever. Doesn't matter. Poop. Done. Now that this is here, I want to save it. Test. Doesn't really matter which one of these is saved as. Exit. Here. Go back to the log assembly. And then... test drive. Alright. So, here is the shitty machine gun. I should barely be able to get it through the tent poles of the first one. The hell? So it looks like there's a floating point in there. Regardless of how accurate the gun is, there's innate inaccuracy. So what this means is there's a cone of fire. There are no bullet holes being placed there. You see that? 2 barrels, son of a gun. 2 barrels it is. Oh no! He's right. Damn you. The only single barrel machine guns I have, wow, I got a lot of dual barrel machine guns, is the Vector. We'll just let it rock, chat. All right. Let's test to see if this thing is accurate. It still has a floating point. It's just inaccurate. There is a base inaccuracy to even the most accurate gun. And that base inaccuracy makes it so it floats around. So the point that you're aiming at isn't exactly what you expect it to be. But with that said, I should be able to fit some shots through. See? There is 0% chance of fitting through there. There's no chance of fitting through here. So, there you go, chat. Machine guns have a 1.5 pin, or 1.5 pin projectile size. Which explains the reason why you can just spam them downrange and hit things. Yeah, projectiles have a hitbox, and basically that is sheaths all of the projectiles. And it's not just projectiles; it's even hit scan. Everything has a. Wait a minute. While I'm here, final thing I'm going to test. This is the last thing I'm going to test, chat. I'm exhausted because I streamed for 16 hours yesterday, so I will not be able to continuously stream all day today, even though I want to, even though we have a lot of viewers. I know it's wrong, but I'm going to test one final thing, and then that will be it for today. Excellent, Haynes, excellent. I look forward to seeing your spider build. Honestly, I really do. I love spiders. What I'm going to do is grab a kaiju build from the exhibition because I have it, but I don't use it. I'm bad. Kaiju, neutrino. I want to know if the kaiju can fit. This thing doesn't have the power to fire the kaiju. How did they even mount this dang thing, those jerks? Here we go. This is just my morbid curiosity. I don't know the projectile size of the kaiju, but I do know that these D-bags usually strip my stuff. It looks like it. Alright, so here we go. What do we think, chat? Do we think the kaiju can fit? It cannot? That doesn't make sense. Let's try that again. I think this can fit. I think this is the same as the machine guns. I think this is a 1.5. I'm pretty sure this is a 1.5. It must be. Yep. Kaiju has a 1.5 block projectile size. It's been tested, Jet. Now we know. If we, you know what? This will all have to go in a video. All right, guys. In order to make sure this information is out into the community, I'm going to have to create another YouTube video that explains all of this. One moment. We start a mass dance so that everyone has a chat. Nope, never mind. I thought that there was going to be a star there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find you a home because you guys have been very, very kind to me. Thank you very much today for being here. Thank you very much for the follows. Thank you very much for the subs. Thank you very much for the viewership. I hope everyone is having my YouTube is found in the description below on my page. So if you go to my About page, I have a thing that says YouTube. Click that. Takes you straight to my YouTube page. Covers tier lists. It'll cover more games and things like that. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to mark that complete. I need to find you guys a home. That would be the responsible thing to do. And therefore I shalt. You guys seem to enjoy Crossout, so therefore I will find some Crossout players for you. In fact, I'm going to go with... I'm thinking... Why not? Welly's brain? I think I'll go not ignore Friendship Bunny any longer then. The responsibility is now yours. The power is yours.